ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ní gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa o. A ṣe ẹ̀làbọrú, ẹ̀làbọyè, ẹ̀làbọṣíṣẹ o. A ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín o. Wherever you are listening to us today, a ṣe ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún yín o níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́. Grand rising and welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Ṣàlàáfíà ni o, gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa o. Grand rising and welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Ifá ó bá mi ṣe, kí Elédùmarè ó bá mi ṣe, Queen Esther. Ẹ̀làbọrú, ẹ̀làbọyè o, ojúmọ́ ire o, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa o. Where are we streaming from today? This is all forever, Echo Ojúmọ́ o, grand rising and welcome to today. As you join in, click on your screen, share with your friends, and let's get started this morning. Come. No, drop that one. As we get started, keep clicking on your screen and let's get this live streaming moving. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. A ṣe ẹ̀làbọrú, ẹ̀làbọyè, ẹ̀làbọṣíṣẹ o. Solution, grand rising, how are we doing this morning? How are we doing this morning? Mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín o. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. Keep clicking on your screen. For those of you that sent in messages yesterday, Kenny, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, Pauline Adébáyọ̀, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, Jane Juma, grand rising, how are you doing this morning? For those of you that checked in with me yesterday, saying, Iyanifa, we did not see you yesterday on the live streaming. I bet you must have seen, you joined us over the weekend. Did you join us over the weekend? Who saw the live streaming of the Egbe ceremony we had on Saturday and the ÌṢÄŠE for Sunday? How many of us saw that? How many of you joined the live streaming for the Egbe ceremony on Saturday and the ÌШΕFA on Sunday? You did, okay. So tá bá ṣiṣẹ́ tán bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó yẹ káwa náà lásìkò ìsinmi. So when we walk back to back like that intensely from sunrise to midnight, we also need to take time to rest. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. So usually when I walk like that at the stretch, we take time to rest. Kasimi. Oba, good morning, grand rising. Akinyo, Eku Ojúmọ́, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa. Níbi gbogbo tá bá ti ń gbọ́ mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Grand rising, ẹ̀làbọrú, ẹ̀làbọyè, ẹ̀làbọṣíṣẹ o. Elédùmarè ọba, àwọn aláṣẹkù, àwọn orúnmọlẹ̀ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n á dẹ̀ túbọ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ wọn láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. A ṣe ẹ̀làbọrú, ẹ̀làbọyè o. Where, as you are joining, let me know where you are streaming from. I see one Oba on my live streaming. Is that you? Just let me know if it's you. If it's you, you understand what I'm talking about. Oba, is that you? Just comment yes or no. If it is you, you will know that you understand my question. Láti ìlú Àkúrẹ́, láti ìlú Èkó, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ o. Oba, I need to know if that is you or not, because I don't even seem to recognize you on TikTok. Aunty Golden Light, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa. Welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Welcome to another live streaming Àṣẹ for today. Today we are in season 3, episode 16 of Àṣẹ for today. Okay, this is another Oba. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, as your name has announced you as a king, you will step in royalty everywhere you go to. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n á gbé adé ọba lé yín lórí. Nídìílé ìyá ni o, nídìílé bàbá ni o, láàrin ọ̀rẹ́ ni o, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá kọjú sí o. You will step in as royalty and you will be treated as royalty. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Thank you so much for joining. This is episode 16 of season 3. of Ashe for today. As you join in, please, I need to know where you are streaming from. It's very important. I need to know where you are streaming from. Gorilla Z341 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This is Ashe for today, our daily live streaming, where we delve into one Ifa every day to learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about ÌṢẸШE, about African spirituality, about our roots, our source, our foundation, who we are, and what we are here to do. Thank you so much from Mexico. Eshe Goni Adupe. Ara Europe, we can see you. Thank you so much for joining. So every weekday, we do this every weekday. Every weekday, Mondays to Fridays. Mondays to Fridays. Our flash goal, 3 people to send in ice cream. Flash goal here is very considerate this morning. 3 people. Olubukola Eshe Goni. Jane Juma, thank you so much. 1 more person, Mrs. O Forever, Eshe Goni. Our goal has been achieved. We are grateful. So every day like this, every weekday, we come in to learn another Odù Ifá, another Ifa. And as you are stepping up in your journey in Ifa, these are one of the things that helps you to become better equipped to understand the knowledge of Ifa, to know what Ifa is exactly. So we come in every morning like this, weekdays, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. those of you on the GMT in Ghana, in UK, and it will be 12 midnight or 12 a.m. for those of you on the EST. We pick one Ifa based on the divination that has been done. Odù Ifá Tabada Ibitoba Kojusi, based on the divination and reading that comes out from the Opele. We delve into that Odù Ifá. We pick the ancient Yoruba rendering of it. We teach it. We translate it into modern day English that majority of our audience can understand. And then we extract the lessons and the blessings and the instructions from that Ifa, because the stories and the poems and the recitation of Odù Ifá is not complete if you don't know the lessons, the blessings, and the instructions there. Those are the things that are going to guide you through life. And then we go further to ask ourselves, how do we apply these things that we have learned to our everyday lives? How does it make sense in this 21st century? 2006 at the time of recording this video. How does Odù Ifá make sense? So we pick different aspects of our life that Odù Ifá touches on, and we learn. Then we wrap it up with the Iwure of that Ifa. Iwure is how we say prayers in Yoruba and ÌШԵШE. In Yoruba tradition, that is how we say our prayers. So that is pretty much what this program is about. And I am sure that you are about to dig into a whole lot of things right now. You are about to dig into a whole lot of things right now and learn something for yourself. If you are joining for the first time, don't forget to click on the plus sign to follow. If you are joining this live streaming for the first time, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and let's all learn. Elédùmarè, gbogbo ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tá à ń kọ́ àní ṣe lásán. Everything we are learning will not go in vain. Ifa favored and supported and made the lives of people that went ahead of us better. That is why we are here today doing Ifa. If Ifa has not improved anybody's life, if it has not brought solutions to people, if it has not equipped people to live a better life, if it has not improved the quality of people's life, it will have been extinct, especially because of everything that was done against Ifa, especially because of everything that was done in the past, just to make sure that Ifa doesn't continue to exist. If Ifa was not giving us results, people would have abandoned it. Is that okay? So we are here because Ifa is true, Ifa is real, and Ifa is the voice of Olódùmarè, the divine and supreme being. And that is what we are doing here today. Please, don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Yeah, thank you. I don't want anybody in this space. It's distracting what I'm doing. I'm okay like this. Thank you. Eshe Goni Ewa. I am Olamide. Mo ṣe Ogbo Ato yin o, Ogbo Ato o. Mo ṣe Ogbo Ato yin o. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. For those of you that have missed previous episodes of Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for today, our YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV. You'll be able to catch replays of previous episodes of Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for today. Now, before we go into the teaching, remind me, somewhere in between, once we start, remind me that I want to give an announcement. I want to mention something. Mrs. O Forever, Jane Juma, please remind me. When we are like halfway into it, maybe in another, let's see, in another 30-45 minutes, when we have more people, there is something that I need to announce so that people that are sending me DMs on this same issue will not think, Iyanifa Ewa is proud. Iyanifa Ewa does not want to respond to us. Let me just give a general message to everybody right now so that you will know where I stand and where Ifá stand on certain things. Auntie Lande Eyini, Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, Ẹ káàárọ̀. Auntie Olamide Akinyu, Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So I've been, somewhere in my mind, I've been saying, I've been meaning to reach out to you on WhatsApp, but iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ọ̀nà pọ̀, iṣẹ́ rún wọlé báyìí. Àfọgbọ́n ṣe, àfagbára ṣe ló gbà. Mena, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So what is the Odù Ifá for today? Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? For those of you on the global Ifá community, what is the Odù Ifá for today? Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Odù Ifá yẹn rí báyìí. Let me give you a clue. Odù Ifá yẹn rí báyìí. Lápá kan. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Lápá kan, Odù Ifá yẹn rí báyìí. Let me see if I can set everything to the same place. Let's see if we can set it to the same place. What I'm putting around. Use your hand to push this one forward. The last one, let it be at the same place. The very last one. Okay. So this is one side of that Odù. This is one side of the Odù. What is this side you can see on your screen? Look at it. Láti inú délẹ̀. What is this side that you are seeing on your screen? Odù wo lẹ̀ ń wò yẹn? This one. Everything is the same from top to bottom. Move it down a bit. What is the Odù that you are looking at on this side? Odù wo nìyẹn? 2222 yẹn Odù wo ni? Odù wo ni 2222 yẹn? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Awọ, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ifá, Oyeku. Odù Oyeku nìyẹn. So this is Oyeku. When you have it all like this, turn the one in the center. No, this third one. Yeah. When you have it all like this, this is Odù Ejiogbe. That's 111. So this outer part represents 1, this concave part, and the one inside represents 2. So if you look at it, if you pick up any okpele, if you look at it, it already has that marking inside it. You see it? This one represents 2, and this one outside represents 1. It is the same, any okpele that you see, even the brass one. This one represents 1, and this one represents 2. Show you in there. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà is the Odù Ifá we are delving into today. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà, òun l'Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Where is your brother? Why is he there? Go and call your brother. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà, òun l'Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Oyeku Ọ̀sà, Oyeku lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún, ọmọ Ọ̀sà lọ́wọ́ òsì. The Odù Ifá for today is Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà. Oyeku Ọ̀sà. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá ayé o. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá o. Ṣé kò sẹ́ni kankan bí báyìí ni? Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá o. Àṣèbá tí wáyé ọjọ́ o. Àṣèbá àti wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba àjíkí, ọba àjígẹ̀, àṣèbá, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Kábíyèsí ọba tí ń fọba jẹ́. Elédùmarè ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣèbá, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ọba àjíkí, ọba àjíkẹ̀, ọba ṣẹ̀dá, ọba wẹ̀dá, ọba mẹ̀dá, àṣèbá, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ọba tó lọ kọrin kése, ọba tí ò lánàá ọba tí ò léni àmọ́ òun ló ṣe àná èní àti ọjọ́ gbogbo lórí ohun gbogbo àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Ọba alágbára tó solé ayé ró, ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbáláyé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀, ọba tó jókòó tó fẹ̀yìntì, ọba tí ń fọba jẹ kábíyín òsí Elédùmarè, ọba òwúrọ̀, ọba àná, ọba ìní, ọba àlà funfun gbòò àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń pe Ifá tá a ti ń pe irúnmọlẹ̀ lénìí aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Ajagunmalè olúwo òdi ọ̀run àṣèbà, olúbíkin ọ̀sanyìnbíkin àṣèbà, àṣèbà ilẹ̀ afọkọ́yẹrí àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ àṣèbà yín o, àṣèbà ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣèbà ọ̀sá méjì, àṣèbà yín ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, àṣèbà yín tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má bolẹ̀ arógbaṣọ má bọ̀tán, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń já abiyamọ ayé, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń jí abiyamọ ọ̀run, àṣèbà yín o aníkíbà wa ṣẹ. Ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru àṣèbà yín, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dúró tẹ́ ẹ ń ṣe gbìngbìngbìn lẹ́yìn ìkùlé ẹni tó bá wù ní tí ò sẹ́ni tó lè bí yín àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ jàkúta, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ ṣàngó, ọ̀sẹ̀ iyemọja, ọ̀sẹ̀ ọba, kábíyèsí ṣàngó àṣèbà ọ àkàtà yẹríyẹrì, iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu bàbá mi, ọba kòso àṣèbà alágbádá iná aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn kábíyèsí ṣàngó ọba kòso ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń mí gbó kìjikìji àṣèbà iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu, kábíyèsí ṣàngó là ń ké sí yẹn àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé tá a ti mọ́sẹ̀ wá lẹ́yìn àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà kọ́ má dá sí wa lára kíbà wa ṣẹ ọ. A tún ti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi ìlénìí. Ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá yìí òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa. Ìbùkún, ayọ̀, ìlera pípé, àlàáfíà, ìdùnnú, ọlá, ọlà, ajé, ìtọ́nisọ́nà, ìlọsíwájú, ìlera pípé, àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ òun ni kífá mú wá fún wa lénìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n nífá lohun ẹnu Olódùmarè, ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè la wá gbọ́ lénìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní gbé tí ọ̀tún wọlé kó gba tòsì jáde o. Ajénu wa báyìí adòdìndín ni, adìrì ajé, adìrì ọmọ ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo bíkíbi tá a bá wá kọjú sí Ifá máa darí wa. Wọ́n nífá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fọ̀nà hàn èmi àti yín àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀, ẹ̀yin babaláwo, ẹ̀yin Iyanifa bàbá lóríṣà ìyá lóríṣà yín àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ẹ̀yin eléwé ọmọ, ẹ̀yin oníṣègùn gbogbo wa tá a jókòó tá a ń ṣiṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀, mo ṣèbá yín o. Mo ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní ṣe lásán, àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́, àní fàyà ṣiṣẹ́, àní fi nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ tiwa àní fi ṣe pàṣípàrọ̀ iṣẹ́ ẹnìkankan. Iṣẹ́ táyé ti yọ́nú sí, táwọn ọ̀yà mi ti fọwọ́ sí, tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ti parí tó ti fàṣẹ sí, òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè, mo ṣe kábíyèsí yín o. Ní gbogbo ibikíbi tẹ́ ẹ ti jókòó lórí ìtẹ́ àwọn bàbá yín, adé apẹ́ lórí, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ apẹ́ lọ́wọ́, bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ apẹ́ lọ́rùn, àṣẹ apẹ́ lẹ́nu láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ní ṣìṣe o, ẹ ní darí ìlú lọ síbi táwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀ ò sí, ìlú yẹn ò wá nítorí yín tú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo ṣe bá Ajíbọ́lá mi Ògbódò Ọ̀rà, mo ṣe bá Ẹdán, mo ṣe bá ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣe bá onílé, mo ṣe bá gbogbo ọmọ onílé, mo ṣe ogbó Atán, mo ṣe ogbó Ẹdán, mo ṣe ogbó Aláwòrò Lótùfẹ́, mo ṣe ogbó Kọrin Kése fún gbogbo ọmọlé Ajíbọ́lá, gbogbo Olúwo, gbogbo Apènà, gbogbo Lísà, mo ṣe bá Tẹrẹlú Tòṣùgbó, mo ṣe bá ẹ̀yin ìyá mi Àbíyè, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọlọ́mọ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọmọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ ó jábọ́, mo ṣe bá ọmọ ní kíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Wọ́n ní àdáṣe ní ń hun mọ́, ìbà ò gbọ́dọ̀ hun ọmọ ènìyàn. Èmi àti yín ò dáṣe láàárọ̀ àti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá, àti wá ṣèbà fáwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwọn tó ṣíwájú wa, a ṣèbà fáwọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, àwọn tó ṣawo ká tó ṣawo, àwọn tó ṣawo kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, a ṣèbà wọn aníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó bá júbà òun ló máa roko dalẹ̀. Èmi àti yín ti júbà júbà lẹ́ni àti fìbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó di dandan ká roko dalẹ̀ a máa roko ire oko ọlá oko ọlà oko ìdùnnú àlàáfíà ẹ̀yọ́nú ìgbéga ìlera pípé ire lọ́tún ire lósì ire ní gúúsù ire láríwá ire nílà oòrùn ire níwọ̀ oòrùn ire láàrin gbùngbùn ayé báyìí òun làwa máa ro sọ́dọ̀ ara wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó dẹ̀ láyé tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á bá wa fàṣẹ sí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní kí bá wa ṣe o. ẹ ṣé gan ni o àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti péjú tẹ́ ẹ ti pèsè tẹ́ ẹ ti ń wò wá tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè Ifá bá wa ṣe. I say welcome to everybody wherever it is you are streaming from. This is another episode of Àṣẹ for today. And on today's live streaming, we are delving into the topic of Oyeku Ọ̀sà, Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà, òun l'Odù Ifá tá à ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí, Odù Ifá Oyeku lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún, ọmọ Ọ̀sà lọ́wọ́ òsì. What we are going to be talking about today is familiar for those of you that have been on the journey in Ifá. And that is why I was going to mention that thing that I mentioned. Thank you so much for the gift, the person on YouTube, Ashegonio Adupe. That's why I'm going to mention that, make that announcement that I said I would mention. But before then, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá náà farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí Ifá ní sọ. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà, this Odù Ifá is talking about making Ìṣẹ̀fà and Ìtẹ̀fà to overcome one's problem. That's the highlight of this Odù. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ọ̀sà ní Ifá ní Oyeku sá kùsà 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 adífá fún Ọ̀yẹ̀ eléyìí tí ń lọ rèé tẹ Ọ̀sà nífá ẹbọ làwo ní kó máa mú ṣe ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀ ó rúbọ ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ ó tù èrò òkun àti tọ̀sà ẹ̀bá jẹ́ni níbùtú re wọ́n ní níbùtú re là ń bá ní lẹ́sẹ̀ ọba òrìṣà. Odù Ifá yìí babaláwo tí ó ń tẹfá babaláwo tó ń ṣẹ́fá babaláwo tó ń dífá Ọ̀yẹ̀ lórúkọ babaláwo yẹn ẹni tá a dẹ̀ dá Ifá yìí fún Ọ̀sà lórúkọ ẹ̀ Ifá ni wọ́n ní kó lọ tẹ̀ ẹ́ nífá wọ́n ní kó ṣẹbọ ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀ ó rúbọ ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ ó tù àwa bọ́ síta àpèrò okun àpèrò Ọ̀sà àní kọ́ wá bá wa jẹ́ ni níbùtú re nítorí pé níbùtú re là ń jẹ́ ni lẹ́sẹ̀ ọba òrìṣà. Let's read that in English. Ifá says, Oyeku, move carefully and move cautiously. Move carefully and move cautiously. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ ẹ rọra máa tẹ̀lé ayé jẹ́jẹ́ carefully and cautiously. I told you the other time pé ilẹ̀ ń yọ̀. This life we are living in is very slippery. Díẹ̀ báyìí lèèyàn ń tẹ̀lé ayé carefully and cautiously. Now, how does somebody move carefully and cautiously without instruction and direction? People that don't have instruction and direction, àwọn ló ń tẹ ayé bó ṣe wù wọ́n. They put their leg where their leg is not supposed to be because they did not have a caution sign to say, this place is reserved area. This place is reserved territory. This place is out of reach. This place is beyond your boundary. More. They didn't have the instruction. That's why they go from place to place, stepping into things, doing things, getting involved with things. Ifá says, Oyeku, move carefully and move cautiously. This Ifá was cast for Oye, the one that was going to perform Ifá initiation, Itefa for Ọ̀sà. Sacrifice was what the Awo instructed him to perform. There was an instruction. He complied with it. He performed the sacrifice. He offered his devotion to Ifá and found peace. People from all walks of life, from the oceans and from the streams, gather around and enjoy the blessings of victory. Great victory and goodness are found at the feet of the king of Orisha. Who is the king of Orisha in your own understanding? Tani ọba àwọn Orisha. Wọ́n ní ire là ń bá lẹ́sẹ̀ ọba Orisha. Now, what this whole story is centered around somebody that went to make a divination. The first line of introduction of the essay, I told you, the first line always tells you what the backstory is. So the first line says they should walk cautiously and carefully. Walking cautiously is not you are tiptoeing like this or you are walking in fear. Walking in fear is different from being cautious and being careful. Walking cautiously and carefully means that you are walking with knowledge, with direction, with instruction. You know where the boundaries are, you know where the borders are, you know where the no-go area is, you know the places that are out of bound, you know the places that you need to run, you know the places that you need to walk gently, you know where to sit, you know where to stand. This life has boundaries. Think of this life as your office or as a hospital environment. Nobody has to go here. Out of bounds to non-staff members. There are places in the hospital you will walk and they say you should walk gently because the patients there are hypersensitive. Any sight of noise, any extra lights would aggravate them. It would overstimulate them. They said walk there with caution. Now, the only way you will know is if there are caution signs and you already know how to navigate your way in the hospital. There are places that they say, here you sit. There are certain people that are not allowed to walk within the hospital. I don't know if it's done anywhere. But at least while I was pregnant with my first child at the University College Hospital in Ibadan, the then CMD, Professor Ilesomi, will not allow a pregnant woman to walk. From the entrance, once you drop off a pregnant woman from your car, wait until there's somebody to push her around in a wheelchair. No matter how many months she's pregnant, no matter whether it's an emergency or not, that was it. So those are directions. So you cannot walk through this life cautiously and carefully if you do not have the directions and the instructions of this life. And a lot of you don't have it. You think careful and cautious is the way you define it. No. You don't walk into somebody's space and then you are trying to convince them that, oh, I can sit on this chair. No, nobody sits on this chair, is for daddy. No, but this chair is big enough for me. But this chair matches my color. But this is the type of chair I sit in my house. This is our own house. In this house, daddy is the only one that sits on the chair. Respect yourself and stand up. That's the way some of you are going about in life. Ifá says, walk cautiously and carefully. There are rules and regulations that govern it. There are rules and regulations that govern your existence in this life. I don't mean general rules and regulations about life that somebody has made up somewhere. I mean instructions that guide your own existence, your own happening in this life. So the next question will be, Mr. Dayo P1, Ẹ káàárọ̀ sà, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ ṣé gan ni o, ajé àbùsí fún yín, Mrs. O forever, àbùdínítọ́ lókun àbùdínítọ́ lọ́sà, àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n àbùdí fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ ní ṣe lásán. So the next question you would have to ask, or you are probably asking, is, how do I know the instructions that guide me through life? There are areas when, if you get to the bathroom area, the restroom area, there is a door that a man can go into, a woman cannot go into there. They are both restrooms. You are both going there to either pee or poop. It's the same thing. But then there is a door that is only men that are allowed to enter. There is a door that is only women that are allowed to enter. There is a space that is reserved for people that are physically challenged in the same restroom. You just don't go in there and say, just open any door and go in. And people are like, ah, no, you're a woman. This is for a man. But it's a toilet. There's a bathroom there. I can pee, I can poop. What's the difference? Or you come there to say, my daddy went in there. He pointed that direction to me. Your daddy is male, you are female. There is a difference. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Exactly. That is why you need these instructions in life. A lot of you are following the instructions that other people have laid down for you. And those instructions that they have laid down for you is coming from their limited knowledge. They don't have an idea who you are. They don't know what your purpose in life is. They don't know how you are moving through this life. They don't know what taboos you have to avoid. Everybody is dressed the same way. We don't know who is male or female. Imagine that we all have our heads covered. As long as you have not found your purpose in life, you are going through life completely covered. Don't let me mention names. You know those people that are completely covered from head to toe. You don't even know if it's a man or a woman that is there. That's how you are going through life if you do not have direction. So you get to the restroom. The other person cannot help you. They don't know whether to direct you to the male section or the female section. But they are male, they've gone into the male section. They ask you to follow them. They assume that they know you because they know themselves. That's not the way this life is. It's an individual journey. So except your parents have done Akosejaye for you at birth, and they have the blueprints of your life, I'm happy to announce to you that they know little or nothing about how to guide you through life. They are guiding you through life based on what they want, what they think, and what they expect. A lot of you, your father wanted to study medicine in school. He probably wasn't smart enough, or he didn't have people to support him, and he's deciding to live his dream through you. He doesn't care what you are here to do. He doesn't. But they think they are doing the best for you based on the limited knowledge that they have, based on their short-sightedness, because we are all short-sighted. We can't see beyond our noses. To even see our nose safe, we need a lot of concentration. And then we are trying to guide other people through life. That's why you see this idea of the man is the head of the family, is the leader. Emma, calm down. Oh. Where is that man leading you to? Where does he know? Question, where does he know that he's going? That he's leading you? Where does he know that he's going and he's leading you? I'm just asking a question. He has not found his direction. He does not know where he himself is going. And you people are going about the internet. Someone said to infinity. You people are going about the internet looking for people that will lead you to where? You yourself, you don't know where you are going. Oh, my husband is leading the family. We are growing spiritually. We are making more money. We are doing this and this and that. All of that is beautiful stuff. But when it gets right down to it, you for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, where exactly are you going? Have you sat down with that person to have a conversation about what are your purposes in life? Where exactly are you going? Why are you here? Who are you? What are the limitations you have? What are your taboos? What are the things you are here to fulfill? Let's put it side by side with my own and let's see how it works together. Take, for instance, two random friends meet each other. This one has a dream of building the biggest hospital in their village. This other one has a dream of building the biggest, what's it called? The biggest manufacturing company in their village. And the two of them meet each other. Hospital, manufacturing company. How can we work together? We are in the same village. We have the same burden to make sure that our village is not left behind as other people are growing. Then we sit down and think about it. There are consumable items that will constantly be needed in a hospital. There are things that will constantly be needed in a hospital. And forever, in and out, the hospital will always need that. Can you focus your manufacturing on that? Can that be one of the major aims of your manufacturing? We will need needles, syringes, hospital, Mrs. O forever. You may like your hospital, so you see that syringe and needle. Those are the two things that scare me in the hospital, and those are the only ones I remember. What other consumable? I know there's saline water, drip Nigeria. I know we have that. We have gloves, we have mask, we have gloves, we have plaster, we have cotton. Oh girl, it's better I come to the hospital. All of those good stuff. Your friend decides to focus on manufacturing that, and then they are able to supply you. You guys are working to prosthetics. Okay, sorry, I skipped one alphabet. You guys are working together to produce something for your community. Now, as he's manufacturing, of course, he's going to do more than what they're going to produce, more than what only your hospital needs. Then you get the idea. Now we have one hospital in the southwest. Let's move to another hospital in the north. Your friend is supplying. You guys have found a purpose. Your purpose is to move this city forward, this your village forward. That's a general purpose. Everybody is supposed to move the village forward. But both of you have found something that aligns. You have talked about it, and you are moving in that direction. Two different things. You know where you are going. So when you see, I get how we make all these expectations from people. But I always ask a question. Ask yourself, what is the reason? You see that what is the reason? It is sad that so many adults they are not asking that question. They don't even know how to answer that question. Ask yourself today, if you had a choice at 6 a.m., if the spirit of life and unalive came to stand in front of you at 6 a.m. and said, choose one, do you want to continue to be alive or you want to be unalive? The one that you choose, what is the reason? Majority will choose to be alive. What is the reason? What's the reason that you want to be alive today? What is the reason? That live, I want to be happy, I want to make my parents. Ask yourself, your liver and your kidney. Call a meeting of all the organs of your body and ask that question. To what end? Okay, God has given you life today. Elédùmarè has given you life today. Why? You want to live for the next 50 years, 70, 80 years. For what? I just want to enjoy life. Avoid me. People that don't have purpose, people that don't have direction, I beg you with everything in your life that is living and not living, go this way. Your aim in life is to enjoy life. Just go like this. You can as well be a goat in the forest. It's okay. You need to ask yourself why. If you understand the reason you are here, ask yourself that question. If that scenario was played in front of you, sincerely speaking, what is the reason? I need you to, if you are open to it, type in the comment section. If you are faced with two spirits today, one is termed alive, the other one is termed unalive, which one will you choose and why? Just one reason why you want to live the next 24 hours of today. While you are thinking about it, let me answer the question for me. One of the reasons I woke up this morning, as tired as I was, my son came to ask me earlier on in the day if I was streaming. What did I say? In the morning, when you first asked me when you woke up, I said no. First of all, I said no because I was still very tired. With all of this work, I still had a lot of office work, admin work to do. And I was working till late into the night. My body is sore. I told him this morning, I said no. It was around 4:30. And then I looked at it and I asked myself, one of the reasons Elédùmarè gives me the opportunity and the privilege to wake up every morning is to do these assignments that have been given. People are out there waiting to listen and to learn. It's not really about how I feel. If I want to wake up how I feel, I probably won't stream half of the whole year. And I listed out everything that I needed to do today. The reason I need to be strong and go through today. And I was under the shower and I called every Orisha that uses water for healing. I need you to heal this soreness I feel in my body because I have things to do today. There are people out there that need to listen to some things. There are students at the Ifa Business School who are trying to navigate. Some of them have finally gotten hold of their idea of business and what it's supposed to do, and they're like, Iyanifa, please, I need to speak to you. Now that I have solidified this thing, how do I expand it? I need to do that. So every morning, Iku has to hear that it's not yet time. Arun has to hear that it's not yet time. The Irunmoles have to go and remind them that it's not time for all of that. This person needs to be strong, healthy, and alive for these reasons. That's the reason I'm here. That is the destiny that I'm here for. And I will continue to do it. And that is one of the reasons I wake up every day. You need to ask yourself why. And the only thing that can direct you in that part of your concrete why. Mena says, I have people depending on me. Let's share Elédùmarè. Olódùmarè will give you the strength to continue to show up for them. But beyond showing up for people, make sure that that reason you are showing up for them, that reason they are depending on you, is not because you think they don't have anybody that will be there for them. It's not because you think you owe them something. Let it come from the place of that dependence that they are to you and the support you are providing for them. It aligns with your own destiny. You are doing what you are here to do, and what you are here to do is serving as a support for them. I know we think it sounds like a good idea. Oh, people are depending on me, I'm supporting people. It sounds like a good cause. But there are some times when it is way off what you are supposed to do, and you are crossing boundaries, and you are not going to get any result for it. And it is turning out to be failure in this life. It is not every good cause that involves you. It is not everything that looks nice. I mean, legitimately is nice. We have 1,000,001 things why that thing is good. It might not be for you, especially at this particular time. So we need to make sure that that thing we are doing, it stems from one thing, your purpose in life. As I go to that work every day, what is the essence of going to that work? A lot of you are at your job because I love it, because I need to make money, because I have bills, because I don't want to be idle. Those are wonderful reasons an adult should have for showing up at work. But your life is more than that. Does that job you are on right now, does it align with your purpose, the reason you are here, the why, the reason Olódùmarè is still sustaining breath in your system? Is it taking you towards that? You might not be there right now. Your purpose might be here and you are there. But make sure that every day you wake up, you are going this way, heading towards them. Yes, I have a calling to be a lawyer. I have gone to be a teacher. Right now, I'm still teaching, Iyanifa, I know. But as I'm teaching, I'm also reading books. I'm also learning. I'm preparing myself for the courtroom. I'm heading there. Once I'm done teaching for the next 1 or 2 years, I'm enrolling in law school. I'm enrolling in this. I've started to read books. Yes, you are not where you are supposed to be, but you already know where you are heading to. But a lot of people don't know. And that is why this Odù Ifá started with cautious and careful. Be careful how you render help to people, because there are some help that has nothing to do with you. Be cautious how you make friends and interact with people and show yourself off as being nice, because that doesn't have anything to do with you. Some of you have, as male, you have stepped into female bathrooms. They will disgrace you out, and you are wondering, so people are here yelling at me and shouting at me just because I want to pee. They are not yelling at you and shouting at you because you want to pee. They are yelling and shouting at you because you went to the wrong bathroom and you are invading the privacy of the women there. But I did not know. It doesn't change it. Some of you have stepped into things in life that are good things, and they have hurt you, betrayed you, disgraced you out of it because you didn't have any business there. It's not for you. It doesn't align with your destiny. But at least, Iyanifa, they should appreciate that what I'm doing is good. No other person could do it for them. It's not. It still doesn't make it your business. It still doesn't justify that you have anything to do with it. It doesn't. And that's the hard truth. Sumaya, thank you. That's the hard truth of life. You have engaged in different relationships that has drained you. It's not because the people are wicked. It's because it doesn't concern you. The same way a man walks into a woman's bathroom. If he doesn't take time, they can charge him for so many things. They can frame so many things around him. Exactly. Ignorance is not an excuse. Before the law of the universe, the law of everywhere, they will disgrace that man out, and he will go about saying, I don't understand what kind of people that is. Somebody just went to pee. They cannot even understand the fact that the person is pressed. Nobody wants to understand that you walked into a place where women might be naked, a private place, as a man. They don't care whether your liver or your bladder is pressed. Nobody cares at that point. That's the same way some of you are experiencing life. You are struggling with things in ways that you are not supposed to. And you are telling yourself, at least this little effort I'm putting, Olódùmarè should let it come out. Olódùmarè should look at the effort you are putting. The effort you put into something is secondary. The reason for doing that thing is the primary thing. Why are you doing it? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? Is that what you're supposed to be doing now? That's the primary thing. Effort is secondary. You can put effort into the wrong thing. I always give this as, look at this. From here to here, people are running from here to here. Everybody starts from here. This is the start point, and they are all running towards here. And then they say, on your mat, get set, go. And people run from here to here. The first person makes it in 11 seconds. This is 100 meters, 11 seconds. You decide to turn around and run this way. This is another 100 meters. You finished it in 9 seconds. You put in more effort. You covered the same distance in the shortest time. But you are not going to, nobody is going to consider it. They are not, but this is the direction. This is where they are going. The people that went in this direction are the ones that will qualify. They are the ones that will be considered. They are the ones that will receive the award. You have gone there. It is called disqualified. Nobody is even going to say, let's look at it. But you know, he did it in 10 seconds. But you know, he did it in 9 seconds. But you see how he was concentrated. You see nobody cares about all of that. Disqualified. We don't care how much effort you have put into it. You have gone in the wrong direction. That's how life is. That is how life is. And you don't know that direction until Ifá gives you that blueprint. That is what Oye was told to do for Osa. To go and do Itefa for Osa, so that Osa will be able to move carefully and cautiously in this life. So that Osa will be able to move in the direction that is for them in this life. And Ifá is saying the same thing to you today. Now let's read the Iton and the story. Osa was a person facing constant instability. Like a leaf blowing in the wind, his life lacked firm foundation. It lacked direction. And he was often overwhelmed by life challenges that seemed larger than he could handle. Every part of life that he goes through look like life is always throwing lemons at him. And now some of you have become lemonade factory. Every day, the only thing life picks from you is lemon. You are always trying to process one lemonade or the other. You are always trying to make good out of every situation that comes. Situation does not come to you prepared as good. Situation does not come to you like that, like packaged and finished orange juice and strawberry juice and ice cream and fruits and vegetables and steak and protein. Like your own always has to come from lemon. You have to manufacture lemonade first and sell the lemonade before you can have money to buy ice cream and fruits, vegetables. You cannot continue to drink lemonade every day now. But the only thing that you have, raw materials in your hand, is always lemon. And you tell yourself, I'm very strong. I won't give up in this life. I would always make lemonade out of lemon. And you see them, motivational speaker. when I was 12. It's not me. When they were 12, they struggled in life. At the age of 15, they struggled. In 21, in university, they struggled. See how they've come to build it. Excuse me, sir. That is not an encouragement for you. Think a teenager that is hearing you that you struggled till 40 before you now became a bright and shining light. We want bright and shining light, but we don't want to constantly be struggling. There is a better quality of life. Uncle, can we talk about the fact that yes, there are challenges in life, but we don't want it every day. We don't want it in primary school, secondary school, university, law school, NYSC, marriage. We don't, it's not, It doesn't have to be lemon, lemon, lemon every day. It doesn't have to be lemon, lemon every day. Someone said, Elédùmarè, help me, I don't want to say lemonade again. See, it sounds this way, but this is the real truth. Exactly. Sometimes it's not about how hard. It's not about how you are able to navigate difficult circumstances. It's about understanding why are difficult circumstances very constant in your life. Relax. Life doesn't always have to be like that. Life has its own challenges. But remember that life is a mixture of this and that. The way you said life is filled with challenges is also filled with blessings. Understand that. Especially for those of us that are people of color. We were raised to glorify suffering and struggling and missing it. We were raised to glorify, I tried the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, they tried the fifth time, it did not work. Then at the seventh time, they got it. And people say it with pride as if there is a special award that is given to you suffer and suffer and suffer. It doesn't. We need to unlearn those misconceptions. They fed people of color with that so that you can normalize mistakes in life. You can normalize not having direction. When you hit a roadblock, you add it to the list of your testimonies. Some of you are looking for roadblocks. There are some people who think when your life is going through too smoothly, you should be scared. Scared of what? But when your life is going bad, you should not be scared. You are okay with constant bumping into life. But when it's going smoothly, then you are afraid. What exactly are you afraid of? I'm just asking. There are two, it's like there is sun, there is winter, there is summer. And then you are telling somebody, if you are experiencing summer for 3-4 months, you should be afraid. We are not afraid. It's just life, it's normal. The people in Canada are not afraid to have winter 9 months of the year. That's the way the environment is. Life can be good, life can be, we want to choose good. Can we choose good 80% of the time? Can we actually normalize having good quality life? They fed you with these things through religion. I say this, and a lot of you, it comes off as a joke, but I need you to understand these things. When you are coming from religion, especially from church, when you want to give a testimony in church, hardly would you find people that celebrate the testimony of, I slept yesterday and I woke up today in peace. Glory be to God. They look at you like, but a goat woke up, a cat too woke up, so what's the big deal? Your pastor wants to hear a testimony that sounds like, then when the jet was falling and the house was about to crash in your house, then you ran like this, and then the television broke, but you were able to save the little baby from under the crumbles. Then all of you ran. That's what they want to hear. They've normalized it. So even if you have a good testimony, you will, out of your head, create drama out of it. So that to sound like God did it, God is powerful. But when your life is going normal, it doesn't sound powerful. It sounds, that is where you got all these things from. That's how they fed people of color with this nonsense. And you have normalized it. You don't want to go to work and just do your job. People just like you. They just promote you. You just get to the next level and they increase your salary and you win an award and you just do it happily ever after. It has to be, my colleague is not happy with me and the MD wants to sleep with you and you failed your promotion exam. Then they had to take somebody out of the office because of you. Then your spirit made them to sack another person because of you. Everything around your life has to be spiritual drama before you can now say, look at what God has done. It's you that did it. God is not responsible for that. Elédùmarè is not responsible for that. Maybe the reason you are experiencing all that goes, you are in an office that they do not invite you to. You don't have any business in that career. So you will always bump into what you are not supposed to bump into. Does that mean if you are working in your path in life, you will not find challenges? No. Challenges will come. It's a part of life. But every time they come, you understand from a place of, you know your direction. You see that situation and you know that it's either you are there to learn something or you are there to put to test the things that you have learned. And the one that you don't understand, you go back to Ifá. Ifá says, just calm down, this too will pass. And when it passes, you will understand why it was there. You go through life with understanding. It's like somebody that is in school. You have people around you that have gone through school. You know there's impromptu test. You know the teacher can come one day and say, tear a sheet of paper and answer these 5 questions. You know there will be assignment. You know there will be projects. You know there will be exam. You already know. But someone that just went randomly, they pick them off the streets, no educated person in their family, and they put them into a Western school system. And teacher is teaching you every day, and some days is listening, some days is laughing, like any other child. Then they say, tear a sheet of paper. And he's like, okay, you answer this question. And he just does the one he feels like doing. And he just submits. And then they say, everybody scored 10. You scored 2, so you are going to repeat. But the teacher did not tell us that he was going to ask us any question. It's not good now. Shebi, they gave us timetable of when teacher will come to class and we prepare. They are supposed to be, every other person will look at you like, your brothers and sisters did not go to school. They did not tell you that there's something like impromptu test. We read every day, we prepare every day. That's the way life is. So those that already know how school system work, they prepare for these things every day. The day the teacher says, tear a sheet of paper, they are laughing. They understand that everything they've learned is about to be put to test. So when you experience challenges on your path, it's not coming from a place of life is dealing with you. No, it's coming from a place of what is life trying to teach me? What tools am I trying to learn and grow from here for where I'm going? You already know where you are going. You know that your calling involves dealing with different people. So when life brings another character of human being to you, difficult personality for you to deal with, you don't see it as the world is against you. You understand that where you are going, you will deal with 1 million of this type of people. Learn with this person. But somebody else who doesn't have direction of where they are going, they think that person is in their life to stress them, and they think that, You see, knowledge changes everything. The knowledge of your purpose changes everything. Now, the only thing, Ifá says he went to Izawo to perform Itefa. Through this sacred process, he welcomed and understood his destiny and aligned with himself, with the wisdom of Orunmila. By performing the required Ebo and Etutu during the Itefa, the chaotic wind of his life was calmed. Through the Itefa, he moved from the state of struggle, from the state of lack of understanding, lack of knowledge about his destiny, to a place of overflowing abundance of joy and victory. He proved that when one is properly initiated, when you have done your Itefa and you understand your destiny, you become aligned with your orishas. Obstacles and enemies will no longer be the main character in your life. Some people, their challenges, the enemies, in quotes, the obstacles, the mistakes they make, those are the main character in their movie. They are the supporting character. He's pushing them here and there. They are the ones that need to adjust to what challenges is taking them through. It Itefa is more than just doing a Yoruba traditional ancient ceremony. Yes, it's a beautiful ceremony. It takes your mind, your body, and your soul through a journey that is traditional, that is ancient, that connects you to your roots. But like I said, the first thing you are supposed to ask is, why am I doing this? If it is about the sacrifice and the appeasement, you can do your ebo without going into Igbodu. The ebo that you do, the sacrifice and appeasement that you do, stay it at one place. Just put your hand at one place. Don't be all over my screen. The ebo and the etutu that you are doing, you can do it anywhere else. It's not done in Igbodu. So what is the difference between that Itefa, Idafa, every regular ebo? There must be something. There must be a why. The difference between it. Something happens there that does not happen in any other spiritual exercise that is attached to Ifa and ÌШЭШE. And that one thing is that you receive your Odù. You receive the blueprint of your life. You receive the summary of your life. You receive the instructions of your life, the directions of your life, the purpose of your life. You receive the guidelines of your life. What are you supposed to do? What are you not supposed to do? Things you can engage in, things you cannot engage in. It's okay. I posted something on my status, on my WhatsApp status yesterday or so. I said, I met somebody who was speaking to me about Forex trading. And the moment she mentioned Forex trading, I said, don't worry, I'll pass. And she's like, Iyanifa, you didn't even listen to what I have to say. I said, I don't need to listen. My Odù Ifá already told me that there are certain things I cannot do, certain things I cannot get involved with. And the person looked at me like, you mean you know the type of business that will favor you and the type that will not favor you? I said, yes, I do, don't you? And she's like, I don't know. So this thing that you are advertising to someone, you don't even know if, hey, this thing that you are campaigning for and you are leading people in, you don't even know if it has to do with you. You will now take innocent people that have no business investing in Forex and whatever it is you are doing. They will carry their hard-earned millions and put it into it, and everything will go down the drain. They will ask you, how do it happen? It's a highly volatile industry, you know. You cannot decide what happens. People make losses. That's how life is. But you keep trying. You are going to hit that big. That's what you are planning to tell them. That is what they are planning to tell you. They have structured and mastered the conversation of the day you lose your money. They don't even know if that's what you're supposed to be doing with life. But they will sweet talk you into doing it. And the moment you lose it, they already have the answers for you. You cannot find them in a corner. People that don't know where they are going, that are leading you to where you are going. You cannot come into my DM now and say, Iyanifa, I like how you have grown with herbal and spiritual business and fertility business. Please, ma, be my mentor. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, have you found out if that is what you are supposed to do? No, man, don't worry. Just teach me exactly the way you are doing it. I too will succeed. What is the guarantee that if you follow the steps that I followed and replicate, in fact, photocopy my journey on herbalism and spirituality, what gives you the guarantee that you are going to get the same result like me? I'm getting this result because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Can we normalize having conversations like this? That is what Itefa does. That's the cocoa of Itefa. That is the cocoa of Itefa. Let me tell you again. Every other thing that is involved in Itefa, you can do it outside of Itefa. The ebo and the etutu you are giving, you can give ebo and etutu without Itefa. The divination that will be done, they can do it without that. You being in a spiritual confinement and your mind is set to spiritual things, and they are doing this activity and this activity for you, you can do everything outside of Itefa. The only thing that comes out of Itefa with you that you will not get anywhere is the Odù Ifá that birthed you. The summary and the blueprint of your life, your guideline in this life. So if you are looking for the why of Itefa, that is the why. That is the reason. If I lay new ebo atetutu fun e to o ba tefa o, people coming to do their sacrifices, their ebos, their etutu constantly without doing Itefa o. But nobody will get the Odù Ifá that bet them without doing it. And that changes everything. It gives you the instruction. You listen to it, then you realize, so this is the reason this business has been like this. Ifá says you are not going to do anything that involves foreign people. Anywhere you get to that business directly involves foreigners, avoid it. Your Odù Ifá does not allow it. I'm just giving an example. But you, since age 12, you have dreamt of going to China and to India and to go and import, and you keep doing it. Container will land though, you will sell all the goods. So at the end of the year, you cannot explain what you did with the money. Your container did not sink. Nobody stole your goods. Everything you bought, you sold it with profit, but you still cannot show that this is what you are doing. Meanwhile, some people are just going to Balogun markets to buy from those that have imported, and they are selling. Want to call it, want to ramoto, want to show it in there. And you think importation is not the problem. Importation cannot be the problem, because if life has shown that people succeed in importation, auntie, you are the problem. 90% of the time, uncle, you are the problem. You need to find out. And when I say you are the problem, it doesn't mean that you are a bad person or you are not hardworking. You have not found where you are supposed to be. Where you are supposed to be will have challenges, but you will not struggle. There is a difference between life has challenges and you are struggling. You are struggling means you are trying to push a heavy box up a mountain hill. That is struggle. Challenge is you are driving on the way and there is one pothole and you just have to slow down, and then you continue again. But when you are constantly struggling, you are pushing something in a direction that it should not go. A lot of you, that is, it pains me to see adults living like this and understanding that what they need is as simple as this. I mean, a lot of us struggled in religion where they were asked us to pray, hear from God. You don't know what God sounds like. You don't know when God is going to talk. You don't know if God is going to talk. You don't know whether you hear something, it is even God that is talking. You don't have any proof. You are just in limbo. You are just out in the air. And you stayed there, making imaginations in your head that God was the one that spoke to you. Nobody can confirm that it was God. But you stayed there. You are gaslighting yourself every day into that religion. Now you have come into the blueprint of life. When you need to hear Olódùmarè speak, you go to Ifá, he's there. You don't have to fast and pray and hope and be waiting and be looking for meaning. People are looking for God to speak to them. God can speak to you in any way. Everybody is watching movie, they are enjoying it. You are trying to see if there is any message there. Even in football, you are trying to see whether the ball will go there. Maybe it's God that is saying this is where I should go. A little child is speaking to you normally. Is God going to speak through this child? Wind will blow normal. You are looking for a sound. Always looking. Is it not stressful? Now you have come to Ifá where if you want to hear Olódùmarè talk, you just go for a divination and say, Olódùmarè, what do you have to say about this? And they will give you the answer immediately. What's my purpose in life? Our purpose in life, I was speaking to a pastor friend. I don't need Ifá to tell me my purpose. Our purpose in life is clear: to do the will of God and to win souls. What does that even mean? How is a lawyer doing the will of God? How does a lawyer know he's doing the will of God? How does an architect know that he's doing the will of God? Is the will of God to build house? How does a teacher know that he's doing the will of God and to win souls? We are going to come to that. I said I had something to say. This win souls thing. Maybe we should pause and even talk about it. Before I pause, hold on to this thought. Itefa is the only spiritual exercise that tells you what your purpose in life is. Now, let me put this aside and let's have a conversation. I've had so many people come into my DM over the last, 1 year plus that Ifá College has been running, asking for interviews, asking for come on our program, asking for we want to feature you in our magazine, we want to come on this thing and that, and the only person, carry her up. The only person I have ever granted that interview is Ajemi Posi Africa. That's her name. Ajemi Posi Africa. That's the only person I have ever granted. The other person that also reached out, I'm not going to mention her name because we have not done it. She's also trying to put some structure around what she's doing. It was only 2 of them I said yes to. And Ajimi Posi is the only one that we have done. Now there are so many people. I mean TV stations, especially when I streamed my story. So many came in and they're still coming in. Now recently, I'm not going to mention the person's name or give you details because I later found out that the person is very big on what's it called, on TikTok. The person reached out to me a couple of days ago. I say this, and it's not pride, it's because I'm busy. I don't scroll through social media. So when I come here and I do my live streaming, I drop my phone, I go to respond to people's messages online, and that's it. Once in a while, when some of my friends send me stuff, I look at it. Once in a while, my spirit just directs me online to go and see 1 or 2 things. I send it to my staff to look at this thing, analyze this thing, that's all. So this person, I don't know them. But people that have been in the online space and follow, you know, ԻΣΕΕΣΕ, and people that are coming back into their roots will know the person. So I'm not going to mention him. The person reached out to me and said, please, ma, some people have called me for a debate, you know, and they are going to ask me questions about Ifá, and I want you to join us and, you know, answer the questions. I said, what is the debate about? Why? He said, I've been trying to convince, I'm not quoting word for word, but I'm summarizing what the person said. He has been making a show trying to convince people from the religion that he left from. And you know, they've been going back and forth and all of this and all of that. So they decided to fix a debate. And I'm like, a debate? What are you debating? Why? I need to understand why you are doing this thing. And it's like, oh, I want to teach people, you know, I want to show people or convince people, something like that. That the religion that he used to engage in, he's no longer engaging in. So I asked what the religion is. He mentioned it. So he said, I'm an ex of that religion. So I went back to check the name. I remembered a friend of mine had mentioned that name somewhere. So I went to my friend to ask, do you know this person? I think I had mentioned this person. What do you know about this person? And then he gave me a download. And I went back to the guy. I wanted to call him on the phone, but he said he was busy at the time. So I left a voice note, a really long voice note, maybe 17 minutes or something. And here is what I explained. Àtijọ́ táláyé ti dáyé tá ti kéré tó ti ń ṣe debates. Ever since we were young, that I have been doing debates, that I know what debate is. A debate is set up to give out scores and points. You are making scores and you are making points. And then you are trying to find out who wins. Now, I want to ask you in this general space, how many of you listen to presidential debates to learn? You take biro and paper and you say, I want to learn something. I want to be convinced about something. I want to receive information about something. Whenever there is a school debate or a presidential debate, how many of you actually do that? Now, compare it with when you go for a conference that you bought tickets to attend yourself, or a workshop, or a YouTube video that you paused to look for something. You are the one that went there to look for something. Now, compare the number of times you have watched a debate and the number of times you have been to a conference, a teaching program, or you are looking for certain information. Which one are you likely to write down something that you want to learn? Which one are you likely to listen with open mind to learn something and get something? Is it a debate or a teaching conference or a teaching platform where you want to learn something? Please let me know, which one are you likely to take a paper and biro and write? Is it at a debate or a teaching program that you went to learn something? Conference, not debate. Conference, not debate. Debate is for scores. People are going there to see who wins. Ah, that man, I like that point. Ah, the president gave another point. Ifa has not sent us to a debate. What's the essence of a debate? Somebody is talking about their religion. I'm talking about my form of spirituality. And then we are having a debate back and forth, and we are doing it. We are just entertaining people. I'm sorry, but that is what you're doing. From my own perspective, I might be wrong. In my own opinion, you are just entertaining people. You are just putting out scores and points. But somewhere in your mind, you think that, oh, you are trying to show people that this religion you used to engage in is false, is deceptive, is blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, you have come to think that it is. And I understand that. I appreciate that. But I am not for that. It is an entire waste of time, because you cannot convince somebody against their will. The way Ifa works, the way spirituality works, spirit will attract people into a form of spirituality. You are not the one that is going to convince people to change their mind. Nobody convinces anybody to change their mind about something in a debate where you are bantering words. Yorùbá máa sọ pé wọ́n gbà bí ẹni gbàgbà ọtí. If one wants to understand, reference them and let them come on their own. Exactly. I'm all for coming out on social media, teaching, having conversations. Those that are interested will listen. They will learn. They will ask questions, genuinely from a place of wanting to know. Not from a place of you carry your microphone every day. Those people are this. Look at them. In chapter 14, verse 17, go and look at what he said. In chapter 18, verse 14, go and look at what he said. I know a lot about Christianity. If I want to go viral and I want to create engagement, I know a lot of things I can bring out in Christianity with evidence. For people that you people look up to as big general overseers, big pastors, big bishop, big this, evidence. If I want to create that, oh my God, my page will be streaming, will be buzzing every day. But at the end of the day, why? That's my question. To what end? Why? What am I trying to do? Is that really going to make people see? You think that you coming out to say, oh, this pastor did this, this bishop did this, you think that is what is going to change people's mind? People already know what these people are doing, and they are there anyway. If spirits don't call people, if their ancestors don't call them, no matter what you say, they will just be looking at you like, it's true. They will still go back to their religious organizations tomorrow. They will still go back to their church and their mosque tomorrow. They will hear you and they will say, Which is why when people come into Ifa and they ask you, I want to come into Ifa, I want to practice Ifa and learn, or I like the way you teach, I hope I will still be allowed to go to my church or my mosque. What do I tell them? Continue. If it is a prerequisite in Ifa we have asked, the moment you came for a divination, Elédùmarè will have told us to ask the person, what is their religious inclination? Nobody asks you that in Ifa. We don't care. Ifa is not about that. As long as Ifa itself did not send me to be going to tell people this one, that one, that is why you will never find an Ifa priest or priestess carry a bell and be going in the street. You people should come back to your roots, come back to your source. Where you are going is wrong. You will never find them doing that. There is nothing about Ifa that reflects that. If we want to sit down and talk about every religion and every spirituality in a debate, there is always something good and bad about every religion and every spirituality. Listen to that part if you missed it. If I go into a debate about Ifa, people that have studied Odù Ifá, we find things in it that are inconsistent. That's the truth. They will find certain things about the Orishas that they will use as a point to say, boy, your Orisha did this, boy, your Orisha did that. Because there is nothing in life as perfect. You cannot defend anything in life. You cannot. It's not your job. Even as we are living, we cannot defend life as it is existing. How do you defend the fact that some places are extremely cold and people get flu and people are uncomfortable, and you defend the fact that some places are just extremely hot? Sometimes you wonder, why didn't life just balance itself? I would respond to all your comments. Hold on. You cannot even defend life itself. You can't defend how a child is forming in a woman and a child is just born with defects. Nothing in that woman's body traces to the fact that there is something that was wrong. You can't defend how people live healthy, eat healthy, do everything healthy, and they still develop a cancer. And somebody smokes every day, everything smokable, and they are still living up to 90. When I was growing up, there was one man on our street in Bashorun, Bashorun in Ibadan. The man's name is Boy. At age 91, Boy was still smoking. And we call him Boy because he was strong and healthy. He feels like a boy, acts like a boy, jumps around like it. In Kontima Yenfa is like a chimney. He did not die of cancer. How do you explain that? There's so many things in life that people will always bring up points. So when you want to engage in this thing, people are coming there to attack you. They will go and look for worst case scenario about that thing. Remember when we were in school? Debate. Education is better than money. We're in life right now. Some people's life has proved that without education, they can make it in life, without Western education. Meanwhile, you will get to some parts that, you will know that you will be able to say yourself, Western education is not a scam. Different experiences, that's the way life is. So I said all of that to say, if you send me a message via DM, telling me to join you on a program to come and defend ԻΣΕΣΕ, that's not my job. Ifá did not ask to be defended. ΙΣΕΣΕ did not ask to be defended. Ifá did not tell me that I should go and win souls and I should go and convince people. Look at the people that they convinced into church. Look at, are you not here? After a while, did you not find this? Did you not find out what was going on? If you are experiencing awakening, it's your spirit that is experiencing awakening. Nobody can force you to be awakened. If you are coming back to your roots and your foundation, nobody can drag you into Ifá. What we bring you, we bring you. You know what is making you stay on this live streaming this morning. You can be sleeping, you can be watching a movie, you can be doing any other thing that is on your list, but you choose to be here. Iyanifa Ewa, I did not invite you. I'm not promising you anything. You are here because your spirit knows that you are going to get something here that will benefit you, that doesn't have anything to do with me. Some of you will be on my live streaming for as long as life exists without having any interaction with me. I won't even know you. You will never come to me for a divination. But you are here because you choose to. So, especially when things have to do with spirituality, can we just leave people alone? You have found the way. Okay, you want to talk about it, talk about it. People will hear you, people will listen to you, but in my opinion, emphasis on that, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand the need for it. And then you see this platform is Ifá College platform. A college is a training ground, a teaching ground, a ground for education. Nobody enters into the class arguing and debating with their teacher. You come to school because you need the knowledge. You sit down and you learn. When it's time for questions, you raise up your hand to ask. If you are not convinced, you go to your teacher in the office, listen to them. Your teacher too, as you are speaking, I get a point from you. You guys are talking because you are genuinely interested in the same thing. You are genuinely interested in learning. Your teacher is genuinely interested in teaching you and increasing your knowledge. That's what I am up for. I'm not here to win any debates. I'm not here to win any scores. You will never find me there. So those of you that are sending messages and I say no, I think you know where I stand right now. And it doesn't invalidate what you are doing. No, I'm not saying what you are doing is not right. I'm not the one to even say anything in life is right or wrong. I only know what is right for me and this work that I have been given to do. My own is to break down the knowledge of Ifa in a way that people that are interested are able to understand it, relate with it, unlearn the misconceptions and the lies that they have been taught, and relearn the truth, the fact about what it is, and apply it to their everyday life and improve the quality of their life. Anything aside from that, don't involve me. And I say it from a place of respect. I tell people that come in from TV, I said, I know you media people, you are looking for something to buzz the internet with. You are looking for a headline. You are waiting for me to say something that you twist and put on a headline that is going to get people engaging. That's your own aim. That is your job. That's not me. So before you find me granting you interview, listen to me, I will be convinced beyond reasonable doubt that you are coming from a place of genuine interest for Ifa and ÌШẸŠE. If I don't see genuine interest of Ifa and ÌШΕШE in what you are doing, as at today, you will not find me there. Iyanifa boy is going to let you reach more people. I don't need to reach more people. I need more people that need knowledge to find me. They will be directed to Iwoma worry. People genuinely want to see us on media, but what do media houses do with your words? See what they have ended up doing with so many celebrities. You will say A, they will twist it. They will twist you and turn. They have listed questions that they are going to ask you. You have read the questions, you are okay. You will get on their program. They will now start to chip in things that they did not say. And you are looking at them like, I'm not going to answer that. No, but your audience wants to know, your fan wants to know. Until you say nonsense on national TV, on live TV. Then they will carry it and twist it like this. The story has gone out. How do you want to go out to say, I said that, but that's not exactly what I meant? That is the aim of so many media houses. So if I turn them down, this is the reason. Until I'm sure that we are on the same page. You want the same thing I want. Maybe the person that owns that media house is in the same hour with me. And we sit down to talk about Awo Lomba wo soro you. Make sure that you speak to your boys that are going to handle this interview to understand this thing. Between now and then, let's be where we are right now. Elédùmarè will continue to expand us. So now, I'm taking that back to Itefa. You need to understand what people's purpose are. That is not part of my own purpose. That is not part of what I'm here to do. I'm not here to convince people. If you like, don't accept Ifa. Kilo come me. Odù Ifá did not tell me you have to bring 1,000 people. See, if it's just one person that is left, I want to make sure that that one person understands the truth about Ifa so that they can tell the other people around them. It's not about how many people I can personally reach. It's about how many people I'm able to show this light, that are able to learn it, and their life is improving. And then the millions of people that they can directly and indirectly reach. I don't know your husband, I don't know your sister, I don't know your children. You are the one that knows them. So when you learn about Ifa and it is evident, those ones will know it. They too will receive it. They will tell the next person. That's how it is going. It's not just me. So it's not. A lot of people make it look like, man, this is an opportunity. Or people come to our media house to beg for these things and pay for this thing. It's because it aligns with them. They need it. You don't understand. They need it. They want it. They align with it. At this time, I do not. Maybe in another 6 months, if I will say, okay, let's begin to, but as at now, anything that takes me outside the purpose of what I am doing, we have passed that stage in life. Media publicity is not an ice cream that you dangle in front of some of us and say, oh, better catch it quickly before you go. Oyeku ma go. Ejeka futa kites. Toba debi to ti ma land, awon to ni amu nbe. So Ifa talks about Itefa, and these are the ways that you can know these things. Why I'm able to talk about my journey and my purpose confidently like this is because I have found it. And you also need to find yours. A lot of people dropped comments. Let's see it. We're talking about Ifa. How many you truly impact the knowledge? And how many of them are able to carry it to more and more people. I'm more concerned about that. Like, as you are receiving this thing, is it making a difference in your life to the point that people are seeing it and people are wanting to get the same knowledge that you got? That's important. Mr. Dayopi once said, when the student is ready, the master will appear. Exactly. We are not winning souls. Don't know what you are winning. Okay, somebody asked a question. Sumaya sent something earlier on. Let me see. You can only defend what you created. Mr. Dayo P1 Eshegoni, thank you so much for that. Mr. Dayo P1 said you can only defend what you created. I'm not the one that created Ifa. I'm not the one that created ÌṢÄШE. I'm not the one that created religion and spirituality. I did not create Yoruba people. So in actual fact, I cannot defend it. I can only defend what I know, what I have impacted in my life, the one I have taken. Is that okay? This convo I had this weekend, I was asked, why am I focused on Ifa teaching? Okay, that's when you made that other comment. You said, and I answered, because I'm returning to memory and correction. Exactly. I tell people when they ask, oh, why did you leave church and come to Ifa? I had so many unanswered questions. Many unanswered questions in religion. Many unanswered questions. Many questions that church could not answer. And I came into Ifa and I found the answer. And that's why I'm staying here. Something will bring you. I keep saying it. Look at how people were against the knowledge of Ifa back to back here and there. They demonized it over the last 100 years. Why do you think Ifa is still existing? Because people needed Ifa and they went to the Babalawo. They will pack their car from afar, cover their head with face cap, and cover their Dionijab or Songongo. They will use cloth to cover their head to sneak into the Babalawo's house to get results. That's the reason that Baba still opens every day, because people will come from Lagos, from Abuja, from Port Harcourt into his village to sit down like that and ask him for help. They will come. Even at the time when people were publicly demonizing Ifa, they were going there. So you see, when it comes to Ifa, need láti gbé kíní. The reason we are coming online now to teach is because we understand that a lot of people genuinely want it, but because of location, because of their time, because of how, because of their lifestyle, how, tight their schedule is, because of the people around them, those that they are involved in, a lot of things. That is why we come on this space, to make sure that those other people that can connect, the children of Ifa that are in the diaspora, so that they can connect. That's why we are here. Not that we are here to say, oh yeah, by fire, by force, you have to come. What are you doing there? Are you people still very gullible? You two were gullible at one point. You think it's the day you came into Ifa that Ifa started existing? No. Ask yourself that question. The first day you came into Ifa, you decided for Ifa. Was that the first time you heard about Ifa? Was that the first time that Ifa started existing? No. Ifa has been existing way before you came. Some of you have heard in and out about Ifa. It took you time to be convinced and to come. It took you time to be convinced and to come. So some people are going through that process you went through. Allow them. You have received something and now you think every other person who has not received it is gullible and stupid and something. You were once like that, so remember that you were once like that. You once held a microphone and said, Orisha is idolatry. They are worshiping small gods. You once told somebody, I will never worship any small god. How can I call a river a god? How can I speak to ancestors? I will never speak to people that are unalive. There was a time you also believed that. And when you believe that, we did not stand on your throat like this and allowed you not to breathe. The day you decided to come, Spirit brought you. You did not need convincing. What brought you. So allow other people. Please, allow them. Do your work. Teach. People want to learn more than just argue. More than just throwing points around. People want to learn. You see how I handle people that come to my page to ask questions? You see how I handle them? It's not that I do not recognize a rage bait. It's not that I don't recognize when people are trying to be outrightly insulting. That's not why. But because this is a learning platform, I respond to them with the mind that some other people will watch this content years and years later who might genuinely have that question. They are not coming from a place of being insulting and rage baiting. They will genuinely have this and they will watch it and they will receive answers. I don't care about that person that thinks that they are coming on your page to try and upset you. I'm bigger than that. You don't understand. The level of my intelligence spiritually and emotionally is higher than that. If you read the room, you would understand that it's not this space. I take your questions, I answer them literally with every form of respect, knowing that it's not you I'm responding to. I'm responding to other people that will watch this and that will genuinely need it. I'm not, somebody was on my live streaming asking questions back and forth. Okay, if you know that you know this Ifa, I challenge you to a debate. Emi Awobankefa, challenge me to a debate. Go to your father's house. Go to your village. Go back to the house of the people that raised you and go and look for the babalawo that is left. If you don't have any in your community, go to the next Agbole. You will, before you count 7 villages in your community, you will find. Go and challenge that person. Go and challenge them. Start from your own house. Go and challenge those ones. Call them to a debate. Set canopy and collect speaker and invite the media houses and blog. Make a press conference. Challenge the members of your family to a debate. They should be able to answer you. You won't find that here. We don't do that here. We don't have time. We are learning. So I said that so that you understand where I stand with all this. Is that okay? Now let's go back to Itefa. Itefa is the Odù Ifá that gives you your purpose in life. Literally gives you your purpose in life. 90% of the struggles you are having in life, turn this thing off. Turn it off there. This. 90% of the struggles you are having in life is centered around you. Centered around you. Centered around you, not knowing your purpose, your direction, and the instruction for life. The reason your village people and the witches and wizards in quote are able to get hold of you constantly and mess with your life in and out is one, you are walking in a place that doesn't have anything to do with you. Your ancestors cannot protect you where you are because you have gone out of your jurisdiction and out of your boundary. You are engaging in things that doesn't have anything to do with you. Secondly, you are within your purpose, but you are doing it in a way that they did not send you. You are engaging in your taboos. The things that do not align with you, you are pulling it and drawing it into your life. You are the one that is creating an enabling environment for those witches and wizards and those village people, quote and unquote, to be able to thrive in your life. Is you. Number 3, you are taking actions that is coming with consequences. And you think it's village people, it's you are the one. And the reason this is the case is because you do not know what your purpose is. You don't know where you stand. You don't know what you are supposed to be doing. You don't have a map for your life. So what you are going to do today, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. The WhatsApp number will be in the description box for those of you that are catching a replay. On YouTube, it will be typed on your screen. Iyanifa, how do I know my purpose in life? I'm tired of going through life without direction. I'm tired of being the one that will bring problem into my life. I'm tired of doing the same things other people are doing and it's working for them and it's not working for you. You are already tired. You are hearing this today because your spirit and your ancestors are saying enough of gambling with life. Your ancestors are saying enough of gambling in life. You wake up every day praying for better quality life. This is the answer to that prayer. You have fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Now you have stopped fasting. You are eating. Your eyes is taking shape again. Now you can hear and you can see. Ifa says this is the answer to that thing you are looking for 40 days. Is inside the Tefa. Is the direction of your life. Iyanifa, why have you been trying different businesses here and there and it's not working? Because you don't know the one that aligns with you. Why does this relationship fall and this relationship fall and this one is not working? Because you don't know the kind of person that aligns with you. Iyanifa, everybody is praying for visa. In fact, Elédùmarè gave you visa. You got Schengen visa. You have traveled almost 16 different EU countries, trying to see the one where you will make it. Nothing has happened. 20 years abroad, nothing to show for it, because you don't even know if you are supposed to be in that abroad. Maybe the success and the peace of your life is in Ijebu-Ode. You ran from Ijebu-Ode to Lagos, from Lagos to Ghana, from Ghana you went to Libya, you passed and passed and passed till you reached Europe, and the moment you set your feet on Europe, you looked at yourself like, oh, I am free from Africa, it's time to make it. 20 years after, that your friend that you did not tell when you were traveling because you were keeping the information so that her jealousy will not stop you. Ó mà ti kọ́lé alájà mẹ́fà. Ó mà ti dálé iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀. She's working with the same European people that you are running to go and meet. She's doing business with them. One phone call, she has imported three containers from China. She has employed about 50-something people. And you are there. The only thing that has changed is English. English cannot even change when you are in Europe. Boya wa ko German, wa ko French, wa ko Kinikan. You are not in Britain, you are not in America, but because you are spent 20, at least let them see something. You are mixing American English with British English with Jamaican, so that the next time you call that your friend, she knows that you are abroad. You are saying in it, you want to Ghana. That's the only thing you have to show for 20 years. You don't have any business there. Europe is favoring people because see, there is no shortcuts. You cannot twist the arm of Elédùmarè into it. You cannot tell Ifa that at least I'm making a boy, and Ifa, it should count for something. Who is counting it for you? Me. I'm not the one that, is it me you gave a boy? No. The people you gave a boy said, it cannot count for you in that country that you are. See, we cannot argue. You don't understand. You see when Bible say, come, let us reason together. Elédùmarè did not say, come, let us reason together. Elédùmarè say, come, let me give you instruction. Follow it. Nobody is reasoning with you. Who are you that you want to reason with Elédùmarè? I don't understand you. You are calling, it's like LG is calling their phone and their AC and their fridge to come to the manager and let's reason together. Kilo first saw the AC wants to say, I don't like the way I'm blowing like this, make it like this. He created that AC. The AC will freaking do what he wants it to do. You don't reason, you do not reason with the things you created. You give them instruction and you align them and they follow it. At least they have a choice. So you need to find out, why is this your constant experience? Why do you keep doing good for people and they always repay you? Meanwhile, they will get to some other people and they will be nice to other people, and you are wondering, is it not the same person that treated you like this? And they go to somebody else and they are nice. You need to find out your purpose. Did you have a business there? This is the fundamental thing that everybody needs. Sometimes I wish I could hand over the Odù Ifá that birthed everybody. Like as you are coming on this live streaming now, I'll just say, Mrs. O forever, this is your own. This is your own. That's how much I want everybody to be in the right path that they are supposed to be. Even we as spiritualists, as Babalawos, as Iyanifa, Babalorisha, Yalorisha, our work will be simpler when people already know their purpose. We will not be beating around the bush and doing trial and error. I will be able to guide you aright once I know the direction you are going. It's like somebody that is driving out of his house. Where are you going? I'm going to my mommy's house. And you're asking direction from a stranger. I don't know where your mommy lives. Can you describe it? Is it Oyo State or Osun State? Is it Accra or East Legon or Kumasi? Where exactly is it that your mom is? Maybe I can help you. I don't know, but our house is always just big. It's big, it's fine, it's white like this. There are always plenty of people in front of the house. Do you know how many houses like that we have? We cannot help you. So it's always easier for even we as spiritualists to help you when you know your purpose. You know where you are going. You know your direction. You know where you are going. Your Itefa is very important. And if you are not here to do it in person, Ishefa is the alternative that you have. Please. Ifa Business School is taking you there. I'm grateful that for those of you that registered at the Ifa Business School, I'm grateful that it is making impact on you. You are learning and you are producing results based on what you are learning. It is guiding you into the right things to do. This Odù Ifá has brought out the major lesson is your Itefa to know your direction. This Odù teaches us that foundation is everything. Some problems cannot be solved by Iwure alone. They require you to know your destiny. Some problems cannot be solved by just random ebo. You need to know your path and your destiny. Stop looking for shortcuts. Iyanifa, you see that Itefa, me, I'm not ready to. Anything that is going to involve, I will now be going somewhere, they will be shaving my head, they will, that is too intense. Your destiny is very intense. Your purpose in life is the most intense thing. You think it is not intense that some people have lived abroad? They are 60-something, 70. They have been abroad for 40-something years. The only thing they have to show for it is that they have children that are not speaking to them anymore. The shame around it will not let them come home. Yet they are in a country where they are not thriving. You think that is not intense? Anyway, life is what you say it is. So if your life is not intense, it's okay. You just want to do simple Idafa. Iyanifa, I just want to ask a question. I just want Ifa to help me. I don't need all of that. Are you sure this business aligns with you? It doesn't matter. It's just what I want to do. Please, how much should I pay you? Just do what I've asked you to do. No problem. But I always say this. In case you start to do that business, Sha, and you realize that of all the 10 of you that started, you and one other person that is stubborn like you are the only ones that are not making it. Remember, Iyanifa Ewa is here. I'm here. I will be here. Kosimi mi kanto ma miwa. You will be here. Progressing every day. Come back. Come back and ask questions. Don't be ashamed. Come back and say, Iyanifa, and you said it all. Somebody says, help recite the Odù Ifá. Which Odù Ifá? Which Odù Ifá do you want them to recite for you? Go to Ifa College and register for the 256 Odù Ifá Mastery course. We will teach you how to recite and understand every Odù Ifá that is there by yourself. So go to ifacollege.ng. ifacollege.ng is the website. You will learn how to recite Odù Ifá by yourself, both in Yoruba and in English. Is that okay? Ifa says caution and wisdom. Caution and wisdom. You have to move through this life with caution and wisdom. The only thing that cautions you is signpost. There's a caution sign. Receive caution signs from your Odù that birth you. Your Odù Ifá that birth you is the one that will give you the caution signs. Is that okay? That is what will give you the caution signs, and you'll be able to follow it. This Odù Ifá also gives you spiritual protection. It gives you total victory. Where does victory come from? Victory comes from you knowing what you are supposed to do at the time that you are supposed to do it. Knowing what you are supposed to do at the time that you are supposed to do it. Having direction in your life, that is where your victory is. That's where your success is. That's where good marriage is. That is where love will find you. That is where good health will find you. That is where the answers to your prayers will find you. once you know your purpose, it embodies everything. And for those of you say, I've done the Itefa, they collected money from me, I did it, nothing has changed. Someone says, how can someone knows he's or Odù Ifá? Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. The process is called Itefa or ÌШẸFA. So send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. You will get the details of what it involves, how to do it, when to do it, how to prepare for it, what it gives to you, and how to apply it. Everything will be there. So those of you that are saying you have done your Itefa, nothing has changed, nothing has changed. I always ask, we are going back to ask why. When you did your Itefa, why did you do it? Oh, because there was a problem you had and the Babalawo said Itefa was going to solve it. How was Itefa going to solve it? When you did Itefa, did they tell you what it is, what it means, what results you are going to get from it? That's the difference between what I do and what a lot of other people do. And it's not that what I'm doing is good and what they are doing is bad. It's just difference. Emphasis on that is the difference between what I do and what other people do. When you come to Iyanifa Ewa shrine to do Itefa, before your Itefa, I take you through certain teaching processes. What Itefa means. When you come in and you make inquiries about Itefa, I send you a 20-minute long voice note explaining to you, breaking it down. 90% of the time, I get responses from people after listening to that voice of, nobody ever explained to me like that. Thank you, ma, for taking time to explain in details. Now I understand. You need to have knowledge of what you are going to do. Not just somebody said I should do it, you just follow them and go and do it. You don't know what to expect. You cannot ask questions. What if you don't get the result? What is going to happen? You're an adult human being that has worked hard for your money. Itefa is expensive. It's too expensive for you not to understand what you are doing and how to apply it. So when you come, I explain all of that to you. The process, whether you are there or not, it will be recorded for you, broken down for you. Every voice recording, every Odù that is done will be recorded. Then we break it down for you. After you have received your Odù, then we now start answering questions about your life. For those that did ÌШԵFA, one of them is on this live streaming. She probably doesn't, I don't know if she wants people to know that she has done an իշեfa. But while we were doing it, I called her, asking her questions. Certain things came up. The իշեfa said the spirit of being unalive has been hovering around her. Somebody has been channeling negative energy to just cut her life short in whatever way possible. I had to put her on a video call. And immediately, even the իշեfa even went ahead to talk about her daughter. And that started to explain a lot of experiences she has been having with her daughter. She was like, no wonder when she and her ex-husband split, she went back to go and pick that girl. Her spirit did not let that girl go. Because that girl is, her egbe were the ones that sent that girl to her. Àwọn Yami are the ones that are following that girl around. Who is that? Who is there? She was able to understand certain things, and then I go further to tell you, list questions that has to do with your life. And then we would ask directions in everything. That instruction is what is going to bring the solution. The instruction will tell you what you have been doing wrong, where you have been that you are not supposed to be. The instruction will tell you what you have been doing wrong, where you are that you are not supposed to be, the things you have been engaging in. And then you go back and start to fix it one by one. That is where the result is. The result does not just come from because you have done. Yes, the ceremony has an impact is going to play in your life. The ebos and etutus have an impact they are going to play in your life. But if giving ebo generally did not play a difference in your life, the one you are giving during Itefa is not going to make any difference to. The reason Ifa says, despite the fact that you have done different Itefa, different ebo, different etutu, that he said go and do Itefa is because you are going to receive something that only Itefa can give you and other things cannot give you, which is the Odù Ifá that birthed you. The solution to your life's problem is in the things that you know and the things that you don't know and what you do with them. So for those of you that said you have done Itefa and nothing has changed, when you received your Odù Ifá, what did you do with it? Iyanifa, nothing, no, they just told me and that is it. Unfortunately, that's just the beginning. Your Odù Ifá is like you receive a letter, enveloped with your name on it. And they said, your father gave you something in his will and it's going to change your life. If only you know what your father gave you. If only you know what your daddy gave you. If only you know what your daddy gave you. That's what everybody has been saying. Now, you eventually received what your daddy gave you in a book or in an envelope and you put it in the house. 2 weeks after, you say, nothing has changed, though. Your life has not turned around, though. And everybody is asking, are you sure you received it? Yes, I received it. Show it to me. This is it. So why hasn't your life changed? Until you find someone that has knowledge to tell you. Open it and read it. Open the envelope and see what is there. That's when you will see the check. $1.5 million, abi pounds, abi yens, abi dirhams, whichever one. That is when you now take it to the bank and cash it. That is when your life will change. You open the file and you see, 3-story building in Banana Island, 5-story buildings in Johannesburg, 7 high-rise buildings in Dubai. That is, you will now go and possess it. That's when your life will change. But just carrying that book and placing it on the table, the only thing that is going to change is that it's acquiring dust and it's taking space in your house. If you don't sit down with your Odù Ifá and break it down and have somebody to break it down for you and digest it for you and understand the direction, you will just receive it and your life will be like this. Elédùmarè, níṣẹ́ lásán. May you not go through the process of Itefa and Ìṣẹ̀fá and spend that much money with no results. It has worked for other people. That's why they say you should come and do it. If it's a scam, people will have forgotten about it. It will have been obsolete. It is working for people. That's why we are still talking about it, despite every effort to not make it stand. Elédùmarè, níṣẹ́ lásán. But more than just doing Itefa, ask for information. If you can reach out to the Babalawo that did it for you, go back and tell them, can you break this my entire Odù down for me? How does it affect my health, my marriage, my relationship, the location where I'm supposed to live, the kind of business to do, how to raise my children, what and what I'm not supposed to do? How can I apply it into this my everyday life? The taboos you are given, most of them were recited for you based on life at the time of that Odù Ifá's recording. At the time that Odù was recording, they can tell some of you, make sure you don't poop in the stream. This is 2026. You live in America, you live in Canada, you are an educated and exposed man that lives in Lagos. Even if you live in Oshogbo, you are not going to go to a stream and poop there. You are not likely to do that. Now, how do you translate that in 2026, including your taboos? Go back to the people that you paid money. Tell them to explain it to you. And if, unfortunately, you either cannot reach them, you don't know where they are, or they are not open enough to speak to you, you can send a message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen that, Iyanifa, I've done my Itefa, but the only thing I know is my Odù and 2 or 3 taboos that they gave me. Aside from that, you have not been able to apply it to any aspect of your life at all to have something significantly knowledgeable. Send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen. It is a service that my team renders. Emphasis on service. A paid service that my team renders. It is a paid service that my team renders. The people you paid money for Itefa, you paid them money, they collected it. This is part of what they were supposed to do. So if they don't do it and they collected your money, you are not coming to my DM to say, Iyanifa, so just to break down, would you self will collect money again? The people that are going to sit down and do it for you, when they are done, I will just blow air on them. Go and pay your bill. Go and pay your child's school fees. They are rendering services. They are taking out their time. They are going to get paid for it. That's the law. So please prepare yourself as you are coming. Somebody will be in the DM to respond to you. So take your Itefa seriously. Find out the direction and purpose in your life so that you are not walking through life aimlessly. How do you apply this to your everyday life? Spiritual commitment. This Odù often appears to somebody that needs to take alignment on their life. It comes at a time when you are struggling to figure out life alone, and Ifá says you don't have to struggle. There's a blueprint for your life. In your career and your business, you need this blueprint to know what kind of business to invest in, what kind of career to grow, and how to align with it. In conflict resolution, instead of fighting back with anger, the spiritual solution lies in using wisdom based on the knowledge of Ifá that you have. It helps you to handle things in life. You don't look at everybody that brings a negative experience to you as they are trying to fight you. Sometimes when you read through your Odù Ifá, you will know that you are the one that went there to look for trouble that is not your own. They are not bad people. You are the man that entered into a female bathroom because you didn't read the signs or because you don't understand the sign. It's like a Yoruba man. They write male and female in bathroom. He looks at it, male. He looks at the female, female, talonle, talofele. He doesn't know the difference. He's reading male as male. He's reading female as female. He just opens one door and he enters, and then he says the people in that country are wicked. They are not wicked. They put instruction there. You are the one that does not understand it. You are the one that does not understand it, and then you create problem. But when you have instruction in your Odù Ifá, you will know that this is an English-speaking country. Let me call somebody. Please, my dear, can you interpret what is written on that door? I don't understand it. And they will explain it to you. And then you will know the direction. So sometimes the conflict you get into is not the people that hate you. You are the one that is overstepping. You are overstepping your boundary in people's life. You don't know where to draw the line. But I'm just trying to help them. Can you imagine, after everything I said, that girl can look at me in the face and say I didn't ask for help. But they didn't actually ask for help. They did not. Go back and think about it. They didn't. Oh, that boy broke my heart. After 3 years of being faithful in a relationship, you are faithful to a married man. I don't understand. You are in a relationship with a married man. You are faithful to a married man. You are in a relationship that they never asked you out. The guy said, I'm sorry, but we were not dating. What do you mean we were not dating? I come to your house every weekend. You sleep with me, you raise my leg, you twist my back, I wash for you, I cook for you. Even on your mommy's birthday, I told them not to invite Olopo. What's that in English? Caterer. I was the one that cooked and was pounding everything. I thought you were just being nice. Did he ask you out? Did he ask you out? Was there a date that this relationship started? Did you have a conversation with him that is going to marry you? Did he introduce you to as his mom, as your family met his family? Instead of you to sit down as an invited guest and eat from what other people have cooked and drop plate for them to go and wash. He broke my heart. Iyanifa is not fair. After all that thing that I did, he cannot even tell me that. I want the Orishas to fight them. Orishas don't fight stupid battle. They don't defend nonsense. Somebody said busybody. They don't defend nonsense. I want Koloro Elosibito lawyer. I want. Somebody said I want on fara ṣòfò. Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ ká fara ṣòfò. Àní fẹ̀mí ṣòfò. Àní fowó ṣòfò. Àní fàsìkò ṣòfò nílé ayé yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn kan ti lọ fara wọn ṣòfò níbi tó ti rán wọn. While you are doing all of that, the girl that is going to marry, she will come after you have cleaned the house, cooked for the weekend and come. She will come on Monday and eat the food you cooked. The girl that is going to marry is lying down inside AC. The guy is hustling outside to come and give her money. You that they did not even ask you out, you are there, you are doing wife material. I hope you have your material has reached like 300 yards. Torí kò sí, àti kúrò ní ìgbà aṣọ. Àwọn ìyá mi gan ìgbà aṣọ ló ń ro 200. Your own wife material has reached 300. Just wash it and iron it very well. Come back to Ifá and pray that you find your own husband so that you can spread that material with a man that will appreciate it. Right now, that man is not your husband. He saw you. He saw all these good qualities. He didn't ask you out. He didn't talk to me about anything. And those of you too, men. Men. There's one song we used to sing when I was younger. Owó àdánù lówó arẹwà. Owó àdánù ṣé bóun lówó obìnrin. Elédùmarè má jẹ́ n ṣòwò àdánù o. Ọkùnrin ló ń kọrin fún owó àdánù lówó arẹwà. Owó àdánù lówó obìnrin. Elédùmarè má jẹ́ kí n ṣòwò àdánù. A lot of you men, owó àdánù, ìgbà tẹ́ ra wọlé yẹn, owó àdánù ló máa end sí last. You want to show every girl that you are the zaddy, you are the man. They will now call you, oh, well, your family doesn't recognize you as anything. My king, my chief, and you two are saying, yes, my dear. You have invested in this, you are paying this one's school fees. This one's mommy is in the hospital, you are the one that paid for the surgery, just to show that you are the man. The boy she's going to marry is abroad. The guy is hustling through masters. Out of the money you are giving her, she's sending to that guy to pay bills. At the end of the day, the guy will send, she will do, visa. Chief, I just want to go to America. Nobody has gone in my family. Zaddy, you are the one that is going to send me. You two are pulling every button. She lands in America. She changes number. She has followed her boyfriend. You now see on social media that she married. And I told you I wanted to make you my third wife. Did she tell you she wanted to be third wife? Did you go to her mommy's house and they say, Ìyàwó kẹta lọmọ àwọn fẹ́ jẹ́? You guys did not. So you see these things, and then you now want, Iyanifa, please, I want to punish that girl. This is her and her husband in the picture. You have even turned the picture in your, as you have turned that picture in your spirit, you have separated them. You want Iyanifa to finalize it. The first question, the only thing I will tell you most likely is that, you see, that effort that you have put, let's share it, Mary. Your children will find it in a reward. Elédùmarè will let your children go to places, big places in life that you yourself have not reached. Ajay will follow them. But you see, as at this one, just count your loss. Go and take care of the 2 wives you have at home. Take care of them. Focus on them. Visa that you gave that girl to travel abroad, how many places has your wife gone to? Go and focus on the mother of your children. Iyanifa, there is nothing that stops a man from marrying 7 wives. I don't say don't marry 21, but for now, drink water and go and focus on the 2. Let's see what you have even been able to do with that 2. Then when the time comes, you can add 21 to it. Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ ká ṣòwò àdánù. You don't have any business there. Those people are not wicked. You don't have a business there. Exactly. Count it as bad investment and let it go. Ṣebí ọkùnrin yẹn, chest it like a man and let it go. Move to the next one, but move cautiously and carefully. We know you have this money. But as an adult human being that is working for money, or even if you inherited it, think about the people that worked for it and put it in places where Ifá wants you to put it, that is going to come back with results for you. What are you trying to prove? Who? You think the people you are trying to prove something to care about you? You are trying to prove that you are rich. We know people that are rich. That girl that you are struggling to buy hair for, you think she doesn't know people that have money? People that have money don't ask, what do you need? They give them without asking. They know the people that have money. Stop trying to prove anything. Stop it. The only people you have something to prove to are the people that Elédùmarè has directed into your life. Stay there. Stop forcing friendship where you are not supposed to be. I stood by that girl. Everything she has today, kò ṣẹ̀yìn mi, kò ṣẹ̀yìn Olódùmarè. Even me, I've done it before. Even me, I've done it before. Kí la mú bọ̀ níbẹ̀ kò sí. Kí Elédùmarè má jẹ́ ká mú tìjú dé ni. Tí ò bá ń ṣọlá àwọn tó láyé, gbèsè ni. I told you about that, my friend. What that girl has become today, kò ṣẹ̀yìn mi, kò ṣẹ̀yìn Olódùmarè. Somebody that could not utter a sentence in English, that could not hold her phone like this and record herself by herself for herself. Nobody is looking at her. She'll be shaking like this. Someone that did not know how to write, how to write proposal email to say, let me send you an email, oh, this is what I'm selling, oh. But she had the spiritual knowledge, she had the herbal knowledge. Could not make anything on social media. Year in, year out. Help her to structure business, register your company, open corporate account. So many years she struggled. Yeah, I don't like the fact that in corporate account they will be removing this, removing charges, is a business. Go and collect international passport. Go back to school again and write WAEC. And make sure that you learn. Go to school again, learn, so that at least you can stand in the middle. Family, I told you the story. 10 million naira she wà lọ́wọ́ Eleni. That's it. Olódùmarè said, "Me on rán ẹ̀mí tó lọ yẹn. I didn't send you where you went to. It was not your business." But in fairness to me, what I did was good. I'm looking at what she had built today, and I'm happy that I was a part of it. But it was not my business. Nobody sent me there. That same person has now become somebody that cannot even speak to me. If she hears that I'm in Lagos, she will go and pass worry till she sumowa agbo no Sokoto lo. She cannot. All my prayer is just that every effort that I've put in there, last year Elédùmarè, my children will reap it positively where they have grown. Lórí ige yẹn ṣá mi ilé jèrè ẹ̀. Táwọn tó ní bá máa jèrè ẹ̀. Àwọn ìyá mi láti lọ́wọ́ sí díẹ̀. So you see these things, it has affected all of us at one point or the other. And Itefa is the only thing that gives you that information that aligns you into what your purpose in life is. The moment you find it, peer pressure is not able to push you into things. Peer pressure is not able to push you into things. People are not able to impose their own ideas on you. You know when it aligns with you and when it doesn't. The fact that something is flashy and is in vogue everywhere, you will not be pushed into doing it because you know what is for you. Look at the number of Nigerians and Africans at large, even Asians, Indians, that zoomed into UK in the last 2 years. That's malo 2-3 years by. If I have $1 for every time I receive messages for them in the UK complaining about how things are hard, how they are frustrated, how there's nothing to show for it, how they are losing their mind mentally, how they feel completely drained, how they wish they can go back home but they cannot go. If I have $1 for how many I've received in the last 2 years, Dangote will be competing with me when it comes to money. Most of them, they don't have it. They don't have business. They don't. But religion has taught you that every time somebody receives a visa, it is praise the Lord. Alhamdulillah, I want to form my visa. Every time somebody has a visa to leave Africa, to leave Nigeria, to leave Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia, whatever country you are, to go to the West is always a miracle. I don't get it. Some of you, the effort you are putting in foreign countries, to that job you are doing, and that harsh environment you are living in, if you put that effort in the place where Olódùmarè wants you to be, not necessarily your home country, but where Olódùmarè wants you to be, you will blow. Everybody will be wondering, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ti ṣògùn, ó ti mú nǹkan mọ́, ó ti fi nǹkan tẹ, kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ni kankan lè sọ fún mi. It's not the same thing that she's doing, that there is nothing anybody can tell me she has added something to it. Each one is money ritual. There's nothing anybody can say. Is she the only one? That's what they will say. When you start to get the result from what you are supposed to do, life becomes a lot more effortless. Somebody asked a question about business now. Sorry. Some of us don't have business leaving this country. Some of us left, we came back. Emphasis on me. We left, we came back because everything is here, is right here at home. That does not mean we cannot holiday. When I was leaving the US with my children to come back to Nigeria, people were like, how do you say you are going back to Africa? People are struggling to be here. The opportunity that you have, I said, just relax. Don't lose my number, don't lose my contact on social media. You will understand why. I can't explain to you now. They are coming back to me now. Iyanifa, you two, you know how this country is. What can we do to just make it hard? I see the way you and your children are blah, 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 blah. Iyanifa, what do we do? I said exactly what I did that day. Found my purpose and went to where it is. Found the country where I'm going to succeed and went there. That's exactly what you are going to do too. Somebody says, will doing Itefa confirm where you should be? Itefa is a summary of your entire life. Who you are, where you are supposed to be, what you are supposed to be doing, the way to do it, the way not to do it, what to avoid, what not to avoid as regards your health. Itefa will tell you the health challenges that you are likely to have in life as you go through life. Some of you, because of the time you do Itefa, you have started experiencing those health challenges. Ifa will tell you as big and as little as that. The kind of person to marry, when it is going to happen. Some of you, marriage will not happen early in your life. Orito on your knee. No matter how much you try, you see that early in life, it will not work. Orito on your knee. Ishedato on your knee. Some of you, there is fertility, struggle with fertility on your journey. If you don't do this and that, you will not be able to have biological children of your own. Some of you, if I will tell you to go and raise other people's children, and your money, everything is there. So it depends on how the Babalawo that does, or the Iyanifa that does your Itefa for you, is able to sit down and break it down the way I break Iyanifa down for you like this every day. All the information you need is right there. It is right there. It is in it. Let me see if there's any other questions. How much is it? Miracle, is that your name? Let me see. Yeah. Miracle. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. You will receive the full information of what it is. So, Ejo, afiti to be Elédùmarè àti gbogbo nǹkan tó ń bẹ nínú yín la fi bẹ̀ yín. Let's move to the Odù Ifá for today. Let's move into the Iwure for today. Somebody says, when you do Itefa or Ishefa, can one split it, keep a part of it with your Olu and take the other half? They will have to ask if your Odu wants to be split. Some Odus cannot be split and some can be. So it's a conversation you have with your Babalawo and your Iyanifa to ask, Odù Ifá, yeah, I wish I can split it into two. Please, let them stand up. You guys stand up, stand up, stand up. Can you be careful? So you ask if it can be split, and then Ifa, is your Ifa that will speak where it wants to be. Some people's Odù Ifá, there is express instruction that over the next 30 days, 21 days, 41 days, it should be in their Babalawo's house, full and complete, and they will continue to give us to it. One of my clients that came earlier on in the year, his Odù Ifá was Ogundameji. He was told to leave it for 30 days at the place where it was done. Afterwards, he can take it. So instructions vary for different Odù Ifá. So you need to find out if your Odu allows that. Ifá ní orí mi fún mi ní dúró ṣinṣin gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀yẹ̀ àti ọ̀sà. Nígbà tí wọ́n tẹ Ifá, jẹ́ kí n tẹ̀ rere o sínú Ifá. Bí mo ṣe ń tẹ Ifá, kí n fi re tẹ̀, kí n fọlá tẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, kí n fi ìṣẹ́gun tẹ̀, kí ìṣẹ́gun jẹ́ tèmi láì ní jà nínú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bí mo ṣe tẹ Ifá tí mò ń gbóhùn Ifá, kọ́nà ṣí kọ́nà là fún mi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ire tí orí mi ti yàn, tí ṣẹ̀dá mi ti yàn, òun ni kí Ifá bá mi mú wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá says, my Ori, give me a steady and firm foundation in my Itefa. Oh yeah, stand up, leave her, leave her. The two of you stand. I didn't say sit up, stand like this. All right, thank you. Let me have a solid and steady foundation. As I go ahead to do my Itefa, and if I have done it, let me be settled in ire, in goodness. Let victory come to me without too much conflict. Prevent me from wandering aimlessly in life. Kifa dia fini mono. Let me follow the guidelines of Ifa so that I will not wander through this life aimlessly. Let my path be straight and clear as I receive instructions from my Itefa. All the blessings that is in my Odù, let it be mine. Lashe Elédùmarè. Lashe Elédùmarè. We have come to the end of the Odù Ifá for today. Odù Ifá Oyeku Odù Ifá ta gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. The only ìwúre I'm going to make for you today is, if you have not done your Itefa, Lashe Elédùmarè kájé fi ṣe inú rọrùn fún yín. Because we cannot be wasting time doing ebo and doing etutu for you, making ìwúre for you. I will make ìwúre and say, all those of you that have traveled abroad, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti lọ lu ọba, tẹ́ ti rìnrìn àjò, ẹ kéré oko délé. If that is not where you are supposed to be, even if you do a share from now to tomorrow, o lè kéré oko délé torí kò sérè ẹ níbẹ̀. Oko tó lọ yẹn, àjò tó lọ yẹn, Ifá ọ̀ràn ẹ lọ, Elédùmarè ọ̀ràn ẹ lọ, orí ò gbé ẹ lọ síbẹ̀, kò sérè kankan tó fẹ́ mú. Your area is in another place. You want to check Ifá, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. So today, the only ìwúre I'm going to make for you is that if you have not done your Itefa, may you have money to be able to afford it. Because when I make certain ìwúres for those that are abroad, saying that you will not go, you have gone empty, you will not come back empty. You should bring the goodness of the foreign land. You should find favor there. Imagine that you are in a place that you are not supposed to be. Ìwúre tá ń ṣe yẹn, we are wasting time. Àṣẹ tó ń ṣe, you are wasting time. You cannot bring blessings from a place you are not destined to be. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what you do and who is helping you do it. How powerful you think your Baba is. It does not matter. So the ìwúre I will make for you is that if you have not done your Itefa, Lashe Elédùmarè, Ajé will make it easy for you to do it. Circumstances will turn around and make it easy for you to do it. Ajé á kún yín lọ́wọ́, Lashe Elédùmarè. If there is any other thing that is blocking the way, maybe it is a health condition, maybe it is your husband, is your marriage, is your location. If you are in the diaspora and maybe you don't have your papers enough to be able to travel, Lashe Elédùmarè, everything that needs to be done to make that align be aligned, you will be able to come home and do your Itefa. And between now and then, do Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Start with that one. The number will be pinned on your screen right now. Start with that one and be able to do it, so that every ìwúre we are making for you, every spiritual effort we are making over your life, it will come up with results. I cannot give you garri and water and we are praying for you that eba you are going to make, may it be sweet, may people buy. Then you now decide to pour the garri into cold water and you are looking at the video that this one is hard. You pour more garri, titi garri, if you will buy, you now serve you with people with food, with soup, and they eat it and they are complaining. But when Iyanifa prayed for me, she said people will buy. That's not the way to make the eba. You don't have the right tools. That's not the way to do it. You have the right ingredient, but you don't have the right instruction. And no matter how much we pray and make ebo and etutu, it's not going, garri in cold water is not going to turn to eba that people will eat. It is not. So that our effort over you will not be in vain, we need you to find your direction. So màá tún wúre fún yín sẹ́ pé Lashe Elédùmarè. Let me see the question. Can you do Ifá initiation without entering Igbodu? Okay. The question should be, can you do Itefa without entering Igbodu? I prefer the use of the word Itefa instead of Ifá initiation. You are doing Itefa to get the Odù Ifá that birthed you. The Odù Ifá that birthed you, that divination can only be done inside the Igbodu. That is why that divination is different from every other divination. Idafa can be done anywhere. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe can be done anywhere. Itefa, you have to, that divination can only be done in a particular place called Igbodu. So you cannot do Itefa if you don't enter Igbodu. It's not possible. So those of you that have met scammers that are pretending to be Babalawo, somebody told me this a few months ago. I don't even know if I was angry or I was laughing or it was mixed emotion. The person said he has done Itefa. And the person initially has said, I've never been to Nigeria before, I said, okay, where did you do your Itefa? The Babalawo did it for you in Nigeria, and you have not been to Nigeria before. He said yes, that he was on a live video call with his Babalawo as his Babalawo was entering into Igbodu. They were on the live video call. Then the Babalawo told him to shave his hair in his house and send his hair to Nigeria, and they did the divination. It is your phone that did Itefa. Your Babalawo's phone is the one that did Itefa, it's not you. It's your Babalawo's phone that went into Igbodu, is not you. You are not the one that went. Your Babalawo just carried his phone as a second companion into Igbodu. They just happen to film the process for you, of which they are not even supposed to film that process. So trust me, they just took one phone and entered into one bush. And you pay them what? Freaking $5,000 was what that man paid. And then he still DHL'd his hair to Nigeria. And then they did a video of where they buried his hair. You have to, Itefa can only be done in person. If you are not there in person, it is not Itefa they did for you. The alternative of that is ÌΣΕΦΑ. And that is very legit and very valid. Some people in the diaspora call it the first hand of Ifa, the ÌΣΕFA. You also receive your Ike inside the pot, Tobashe Ifa. They also give you an Odù that guides your life. But that is not the Odù Ifá that birthed you. Whoa. Mr. Dayo P1 said expensive haircuts. That's not the Odù Ifá that birthed you. So people that are trying to present another side of Ifa, saying you can go into Igbodu without, you can do Itefa without going to Igbodu personally. Iro, pata. Let me borrow the word of our church members. It is a lie from the pit of hell. It's not possible. ÌΣΕFA, okay, but not Itefa. So let me make Iwure for all of you today. Iwure shokin, Iwure le, and go and continue to echo it. Last year, Elédùmarè, Ajé will make it easy for you to do your Itefa. Last year, Elédùmarè, Ajé will make it easy for you to do your Itefa. For those of you that it is money that is delaying you, Ajé ògúngúlú sọ onísọ òbòjì, Ajé á wá fi kún ọwọ́ yín, Ajé á sọ di ìrọ̀rùn fún yín láti Itefa láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Ẹ máa mówó nínú owó láti Itefa ní láṣẹ Elédùmarè. Ajé ògúngúlú sọ á jókòó tì yín, á sọ owó kékeré tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín, á sọ di ńlá kẹ́ ẹ lè rí fi Itefa láṣẹ Elédùmarè. For those of you that it is sickness or disease in one form or the other, àrùn ló gbé yín dè sílé tí ò jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ lè jáde lọ Itefa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀, olóòyàn ayò, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, ẹ̀wùjí alágbòlódò, á fi àgbo odò ẹ̀, á fi wẹ gbogbo àìsàn yẹn mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó ń tọ́jú àìsàn, tó ń wo àìsàn, tó ń múni lára dá, wọ́n á fi àgbo odò wọn, wọ́n á fi wẹ àìsàn yẹn kúrò lára yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. You will become strong and hale and hearty to stand up and go and do your Itefa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. And those of you that are abroad, you are trapped there. Will pay because of that you cannot travel. Whatever it is that is trapping you in that abroad, Elédùmarè will make a way. Ifá will make a way. Ògún lákàyé tó lànà fálára, tó lànà fájèrò. Ògún á lànà fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè wá sílé kẹ́ ẹ wá tẹ Ifá yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. And those of you that are in relationships, you have families that are, directly responsible for your life, and they don't believe in Ifá, and because of that you cannot. You are an adult because you have to be an adult first. Elédùmarè will find a way for you that you will be able to stand on your own by yourself and follow your spiritual journey. Elédùmarè will align the people around you to a point where they would allow you to go and follow your own spiritual path. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ti wá mú owó, people that have already started saving and contributing towards their Ìtẹ̀fá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, you will not force money out of yourself to do it. Ìrọ̀rùn báyìí ni ìrọ̀rùn l'Elédùmarè máa ṣe fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Béwé ṣe ń bọ́ lára igi tí ò kí ń nigi lára, lọ́lá àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ẹ̀ mówó jáde nínú owó òun lẹ fi máa tẹfá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ wá ní ṣin awo ṣe o, ẹ ní ṣin fátẹ̀ o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bẹ́ ẹ ṣe ń wọlé, tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń bá Ifá, tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń bá àyànmọ́ yín, tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń bá ní àdéhùn Ìtẹ̀fá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àwọn ẹgbà irun mọlẹ̀ wọ́n á jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. Lọ́lá àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀, lọ́lá àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn, lọ́lá àwọn tó là wá lórí tó dá wa lóṣù tó ní ká máa ṣe awo oníṣòro ṣe fẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ti rọ àwọn ará iwájú lọ́rùn, òun làwa náà ṣe ń ṣe, kò wá ní dórí tiẹ̀, kò ní dórí tèmi kó le. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwọn aláṣekù tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn, wọ́n á fawọ́, wọ́n á fi rọ gbogbo wa lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tẹ́ ti wá mówó tẹfá yẹn, everybody has their expectation when it comes to Ìtẹ̀fá. You need direction, you want expansion, you want to be a person of your own. Some of you is for marriage, for your health, for whatever reason. Tẹ́ ṣe tẹfá, you will find it and fulfill it láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí ló dé tí mi ò ti tẹfá látijọ́ òun lórin tó máa jáde lẹ́nu wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní bá wọn ṣe awo ṣe o. Kí ló dé tí mo ṣe wá mówó lọ tẹfá, Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó jáde lẹ́nu èmi àti ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. You will never sit back and say, why did I even do this Ìtẹ̀fá? What's the essence? It will not come out of your mouth, because Ifá has supported people ahead. Ifá will support you. The quality of your life will improve to the point that people that know you and that don't know you will come to you and ask, what are you doing differently at this time? There must be something. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kò sẹ́ni tó lè fọwọ́ bo èéfín, á wá bí kan gbà jáde ni. Nobody can cover pregnancy. After a while, you cannot lie that it is amala that you ate. It is a child. Everybody will see it. As you go in to do your Ìtẹ̀fá, the results will be evidence. You will not be able to cover it. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. The positive results will be evident. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá ráwọn tí wọ́n ti lù ní jìbìtì tó gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn tó nífá lọ́tẹ̀ fún wọn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, you will find your way to where you will be able to do it right. For those that have been scammed in the name of Ìtẹ̀fá and people have collected money for you and did nothing, absolutely nothing, they deceived you. Ifá will direct you to where you are going to do it, and it will align with your destiny. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. And as you receive your Odù Ifá, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that you need to read it, to understand it, to align it to your everyday life. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá fọ̀nà hàn wá. Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fọ̀nà hàn gbogbo wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àti wá ríbi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, bá a ṣe tẹfá tán, àti ríbi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ. Ẹsẹ̀ wa ò wá ní ṣì wá lọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Orí ti kọ ire, ìgbéga, owó, ọlá, ọlà mọ́ wa. Àwọn èèyàn ti rí mọ́ wa. Anywhere you go to, they say, you have Ajé. I can see Ajé around you. When you did your every babalawo there says, this Odù Ifá is very good. This is Odù Ifá for rich people. And then you have come out from Igbodu. Your life is not matching it. Nǹkan tó kù, níbi tó kù sí, Ifá fi mọ̀ yín. Àwọn tó láyé á fi mọ̀ yín. And they will direct you to the place where you are supposed to fix it. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ti gbé àwọn ará wájú o. I keep saying it o. Ifá ti gbé àwọn Aláṣẹkù. Ifá favor people. That is why, irrespective of how much they try to bury it and to stop it, Ifá continue to favor people. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá will favor you. Ifá wà ní dórí wa kó bàjẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa náà àwa ṣe ẹnu rere àyìn awo. Àwọn àyìn Ifá yin Olódùmarè nítorí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We will come back and tell our awo that, look, since I did my Ìtẹ̀fá and my Ìṣẹ̀fá, Iyanifa, look at what has been happening. We will rejoice with you in the presence of Ifá, and together we will give thanks to Olódùmarè pé Olódùmarè ti ṣe fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ní ṣe lásán, ní gbọ́ lásán, ní kọ́ lásán. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń fi sínú Ifá, every effort we are making on this spiritual journey will not be in vain láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. èyí tá a wí lẹ́nu wọ́n ní àwíṣẹ́ ní tìfá àfọ̀ṣẹ́ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà wọ́n ní àbá tí alágẹmọ bá dá òun lòrìṣà òkè ń gbà wọ́n ní tí eyín iwájú bá gé ẹran tèrègé ń gbà á ni àwa tún ti fi eyín wa àti fẹnu wa ti fi sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n ti bá wa tẹ́wọ́ gbà wọ́n ti fàṣẹ sí ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ àṣẹ. So the assignment that you have for today, Elo Tefa, you want to do it, Tefa, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. If you are not opportune to do it, Tefa, at the moment, do your Ishefa. Start with that one. Get direction and instruction for life. Stop gambling around life. Emma Mafaye Intakite, Kinshe baby. Stop strolling your life like this, like it's kite. Life is not a joke. Life is too serious and too deep. Ilé ayé yìí yọ̀, ó ti ń yọ̀ jù. People should just be acting anyhow, doing what they think they are supposed to be doing. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé o. Àṣẹ. We have come to the end of another live streaming today. Àṣẹ for today airs every weekday, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, that is Ghana and UK, and for those of you on the EST, it will be 12 a.m. or 12 midnight, Mondays to Fridays. If you have missed previous episodes, this is season 3, episode 16 of season 3. So season 1, you have missed it, all the 26 episodes. Season 2, you missed it, all the 30 episodes. Season 1, episode 1 to 15, you have still missed it. Go to our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV, and catch a replay. Don't forget to visit the website, the book ÌṣÄČE, How to Make Iba, the hierarchy of the powers to make Iba too, the audio rendering of that Iba, the English translation, how to align Iba to your life and produce results. Wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó bá júbà á roko dalẹ̀. How to be able to make Iba, and then you'll be able to roko dalẹ̀, you'll be able to harvest every good thing up until the old age of your life, up until the end of your life. The secret is in Iba. Pick up that book from the website ÌṣÄČE. Go to the website ifacollect.ng. If you are catching a replay, every message, instruction and information you need will be in the description box below. Go to the website ifacollect.ng. Click on the 3 buttons by the top right hand corner. It will take you to the menu. ÌṣÄČE, get the book. It comes in both text and audio format, depends on the package that you buy. Read it, practice it every day. Let it become a part of your life. Adasheni humo. When you start your life without making it properly, everything you do ends up in láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We will not end up in failure or in disgrace or in shame. Àwọn tó bá ṣèbà ayé òkè ń hun wọ́n. If you make Iba with everything that you are doing and you learn how to make it properly, following the hierarchy, and how to channel it to yourself, you will not end up in failure and in shame. And then Women in Ifa and ÌṣÄČE, the 30-day transformational journal, is still on the website. This year we are focusing a lot on women in Ifa and ÌṣÄČE. I'm working with my Iyanifa sister and Egbe member in the US. We are working with women in Ifa and ÌṣÄČE. There are a lot of things that need to be done. We cannot deny the fact that women are marginalized when it comes to the practice of Ifa and ÌṣÄČE, and that's the truth. Our men have borrowed the idea of patriarchy from Western world and they've infiltrated it into իշẹ̀ṣe. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So I know a lot of you are in environments where nobody wants to hear anything called Iyanifa. They tell you that it is just a glorified title, an honorary title you've given to yourself. Meanwhile, you have a calling as a human being. Láti ṣe Ifá, láti ṣòrìṣà. This community is the one that is going to teach you, to mentor you, and to guide you into the true instructions of Ifa. We are going to help women to unlearn and to heal from a lot of things. There is a lot of trauma and burden that women, females, are carrying emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and spiritually, that is stopping women from fulfilling who Olódùmarè has called them to be. Go down in history, go back in history and study what women are spiritually. Study the roles that women held in our society. Stand here. Study the role that women had and held in our society. Go and study what the Iyalojas were doing. Study and understand the reason a Babalawo or at least a Yoruba elder, we see a little girl and we greet them. Ekpele Oyawa, for a 7-year-old girl. There is a spiritual meaning behind it. Everything about the Yoruba people is deeply rooted in their spirituality. Women need to be able to understand that. So we have a large focus this year on women in Ifa and ÌШẸŠE. Your first step is to purchase that journal. Go through that 30-day transformational journey first of all. Then we will put everything in place step by step. You need to let go of a lot of burden that they've put on you. A 7-year-old girl, her elder brothers will be calling her a mother. You are the one that is supposed to do this. This is what is expected of you. She's just a child. Let her be a child. She's going to raise her younger brothers and sisters. She's going to raise her father. She's the one that will be a mother to her father that has lost the mother. Because the moment her father sees her, my mother has come back into the world. I understand, but your mother came back this time as a child, unfortunately. As a child. Then she grows up again and she still has to be a mother to a grown-ass man that somebody refused to train or train badly. Or the one too much burden and weight on a woman. It's okay. And all of that was intended to just distract and suppress women from being who they are supposed to be. The gender Elédùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, they are female. The gender that Olódùmarè gave this earth to rule, to judge, and to control are female. Female by physical gender, not feminine energy. Female by physical, biological gender. There is a reason for that. When all the orishas were going, creating, and life was still very chaotic, there is a reason that the last touch of life that gave it this beautiful meaning that we are enjoying today was given to a woman. Olódùmarè saw Ògún and Ọbàtálá and Ṣàngó and all the other orishas, Èṣù. Before Olódùmarè gave it to Ọ̀ṣun, she was the youngest and the most vain. I like to use that word. She sits down there. Let's pretend as if this is a mirror. She has her bras on her hand. She's styling her hair. She's dripping honey, and she's looking at them. They are walking. She said, "These ones, they don't know that 2 + 2 is not always 4. 2 + 2 can be 22, but they don't know. They are still coming back." And she's there looking at her mirror and gliding her hair and doing everything she's doing. And Olódùmarè said, "You cannot finish this work without her. It cannot have meaning without her." That's one. That little girl. No, look at all of us that is here. Olódùmarè said, "Okay, go back and argue. When you are ready, you will come back." They tried to make sense of it by themselves. They needed her. She was the last piece of the puzzle. If not, all their efforts would have been in vain. Nobody will be able to exist in the world that they created. There is a reason it was a woman that Olódùmarè gave it to. A woman that was active in her feminine energy. Not a woman that needed to pick up masculine energy before she could do it. Ọ̀ṣun was present in her feminine energy in the height of what you would think it is. She was who she thought she was, expressing her femininity in the height of it. And still, she was one Olódùmarè gave it to. And they had to come and meet her. And when they came to meet her, okay, people have come. All right. You see this chaos that we are going through in life. I know some people will say, she's saying it because she's female. She's saying it because that's what it is. This chaos that life is going through is because women have been displaced from the position and the role that they are supposed to play in life. Imagine some people sitting down somewhere to say, a woman is not supposed to do Itefa. A woman is not supposed to find her purpose in life. As long as her husband has done Itefa, how destructive can patriarchy be? That is the height of it. Saying that a whole human being, tí Olódùmarè dá, tó yan orí àti ìpín àti ìṣẹ̀dá tiẹ̀ wá látọ̀run, tí ò yàn pọ̀ mọ́ tiẹ̀, kẹwàá kó délé ayé kó má mọ nǹkan tó ń yàn should be following your own. It shows the height of insecurity, and I don't even know the words, the kind of words that is coming to my mind. I cannot use it here. A whole human being that Elédùmarè created that picks their own destiny separately as you picked your own. Ìgbà tá yan ìṣẹ̀dá is not only men that picks it. They now came into this, oh, you're not saying a woman should not know, she should follow her husband. What if she doesn't want to marry? What if the first marriage fails and the second one fails and the third one fails? She will be going from this place to this place, picking the destiny of this person, picking the destiny of this one, and the destiny of this one. So let's even say she's going to marry once and marry right. Between now and age 28 or 29 that she decides to marry, all the adult life before then, she's supposed to be roaming around. It shows you how, because there are certain questions that when people ask, I ask you, if you know the reason for that thing, the purpose of it, you will not ask the question you're asking. So instead of me giving you yes or no answer, let me go back to explain to you why that thing is. Once you understand the why, you will know. It's like somebody comes and says, please, can I wear this on the face of the pig? And then I'm telling you that, okay, the reason for this is because a doctor prescribed it for me because I'm short-sighted and I need it to be able to see things that are close or far. Oh, okay, that is it. Please, does a pig need sight that is short or long? Okay, now I understand what it's for. Or somebody say, can I use it into drum? But it has sticks now. Iyanifa, you know, if you do it like this, àti ṣe record àti wọ studio àbí gbogbo orin tó ṣà ń kọ fún yín ò jù báyìí lọ́nà nínú studio. But the moment I explain to you that this is glasses tá a fowó rà téèyàn fi ń ríran, you will not use the hand to drum, you will go and find ọmọ ìlù to drum. So most of the time you don't understand the meaning and you think everybody is like you. So women, I beg of you, I'll be announcing different programs. Some of them will be holding in person, physically in Nigeria and in the US. Some of them will be holding virtually. Some of, different. We have to break out of where we are. We have to unburden ourselves. We have to release those trauma, those baggage, that stress, that unrealistic expectation that life has placed on us as women. We have to heal from the generational trauma of our mothers and grandmothers and maternal ancestral side that we are carrying. We have to come into ourselves, understand who you are as a woman, what has been placed in your hands, how to go about it, exhibiting your femininity to the height of it, and coexisting in this world with the male counterpart without having a fight over it. All glory and thanks to the people that are feminists and are fighting for the rights of women. But it is not a fight. If you let women come to the knowledge of who they are and take off the load that is putting them down and learn how to express themselves like they are, you will not need to fight for them. Their life that they are living will fight for itself. It will make a way for them. They don't have to. You are taking the end. You are trying to fight a cause by taking the end back to the beginning. You are fighting that fight backward. That is what a lot of feminists are doing. You are fighting that fight backward. You are trying to change the result before you change the person. Once you change the person, the result becomes evident. It's like somebody that is fighting that this tree that is here is supposed to be a mango tree. It was mango my father planted there. They cut it and they planted apple. And then you want to cut the apple and start to gum mango where the apple is growing from. You can only do that for a while. And you need constant efforts to continue to do that. But the moment you understand that this tree will continue to grow apple until you uproot it out, that thing that you are uprooting, you are taking away all the trauma, all the pain, all the baggage that women are carrying, the misconception, the lack of education of who they are. You take everything out. Then you now take mango seed and you plant it as many as you want. You now start to water it, is growing, they are learning. By the time that tree grows, it will effortlessly produce mango. It's not a fight. Effortlessly, it will produce the mango. So instead of you to be fighting the fight backward, trying to change the results without dealing with this thing from the roots. And dealing with it from the roots is not going ahead to fight the people that cut my father's mango tree and planted apple and be fighting them. Leave them alone. In fact, make them feel good. You shall be going there, be uprooting that tree, dear, be digging it out, removing everything that is there, pour all the chemicals you have to pour. It will die a natural death by itself. The people that put it there are the ones that will come and remove it when the tree is no longer serving its purpose. Shay, you will come and remove this tree. Don't worry, let's leave it there. It will germinate next year. When they are sleeping, you pour chemical on it again. Within all, it will eventually become unalive. They will carry it, they will cut the trees and use it to cook firewood. And then you have now planted your own. Before they know what's happening, another tree is coming up there. What's this that is coming up? Before you know what's happening, you are raising another breed of women. And they are looking like, is it not the same Shola? Is it, Shola? If I shout at her right now, she will give me everything that is. Once she comes into the office and we say, women keep quiet, she will keep quiet. Shola has started to speak up respectfully. Shola is getting more knowledge and wisdom. All the things you used to say to her to intimidate her, it's not intimidating her again. Shola is speaking about herself in a way that you are looking like, this girl is beginning to have sense. So, but everybody is saying, don't worry, she be Shola. Before they know what is happening, Shola has changed to Sheila. She's no longer Shola that I used to know. She has taken over the place. The people around in the office cannot deny her effort and her existence anymore. They know that if they lose her, the organization has lost an asset. They will tell the men, please sit down. We hear you, we understand you, but look at what this woman has been pulling in. We are all about profit here. So we have to respect the person that is bringing in profit. All she had to do was learn to unpack the things that were covering her and to align with the success that is inside of her, and it will flow naturally. You cannot compete with that kind of a woman. A woman that is in her energy, that understands who she is. As a man, you will love to have her, you will love to be with her, you will love her to be happy with you. You will not want to fight her. It's not that they will tell you not to fight her. You will not want to do it. Because you will want your life to go well. You will want to succeed. You know that every time you come against her, some things just seem to go wrong in your life. Without her making effort, you will understand that she has tapped into the energy of Amotolaye and Motonile, of which is a part. The conversation will continue with women alone. So women in Ifa and ÌШẸŠE, go to the website and get your journal. That's the first place to start from. The website is ifacollege.ng. ifacollege.ng. Sandy Lewis said, you are talking to me. Amen. I hope you heard, and I hope you put it into practice, and I hope it produces results, positive results in your life, and gives you a better quality of life. Aláṣẹkù. Thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you that have sent your questions, just hold on. I will respond to them shortly. I will respond to your questions shortly. I will check my WhatsApp shortly and respond to you. So I'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, and 12 a.m. or 12 midnight for those of you on the EST, and every other person can find their time zone in between. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ o, Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.